C-SPAN.
Dwarven C-SPAN.
That is Representative Whitewall from the city of.
All right, so we begin the 95th section of the Rose of the Red campaign as we rejoin our band of adventurers, having just finished a battle that traversed the plains themselves, trying to secure the 6th anvil of Cass, the Dane's anvil in the Iron Shale Forge, and defeating the Protean infestation that was keeping the anvil hostage. You use the time that it took for a extremely dangerous prismatic sphere to dissipate to put some finishing touches on Uhtred's breastplate with the small amount of aether left on the black anvil. And as the prismatic sphere begins to spark and fizzle and fade away, the Uhtred is trying on the fit of his newly furnished giant hide breastplate of the Raging Inferno.
While it's fizzling out, Dan, can Mirak grab like an iron spike from the still going forge and strike it with the hammer on the anvil with what little energy is left of the aether to create a tuning fork to the maelstrom?
Okay, give me a knowledge planes and a smithing check.
Okay. Knowledge planes is a straight 32. Sears one should not be active at this point. And then a smith check. Okay, not bad. So just like against my craft armor. 25.
25. Okay. All right. Keeping just a little bit of the aether aside, not using all of it for Uhtred's breastplate, you do manage to fuse it into this bit of iron and create this jagged tuning fork that has a strange sort of iridescent oily sheen on the outside, and when you strike it, it does not make a consistent tone but a warbling staticky one. We do have a tuning fork tuned to the maelstrom.
Largo has a new favorite sound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to go on a trip? Ready.
You're really curious how it makes the
It's like a didgeridoo over AM radio.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, so it's what, 4 hours it takes the prismatic sphere to diminish, and
that sounds right. Yeah, so after 4 hours, we're all rested and healed up. I would go out to the door and stick out and say it's made safe. This house is clean.
And you go to the door, and there's a short hallway that leads to a T intersection. You know that there's stairwells on either corner of that. And there are 2 dwarven guards kind of standing at the end of the hallway with their shields up in preparation for anything dangerous leaving the forge. But the one gives a nod to the other, and the other one hustles away. You hear the clanging of metal armor as he ascends the stairs and out of auditory reach.
Cool.
Dish mage safe. I'm with you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Or-
I mean, I think the implication being we're waiting for them to return.
I mean, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just kind of hanging out. We don't want to.
They haven't been in here in like centuries.
Yeah.
Like they would rather come in here. Yeah, okay.
And after a couple of minutes, you see Dane Scale Reaver, Saul Ironfold, and a couple of the Royal Guard walking towards you. And Dane he comes around the corner, and you can see as he comes around the corner, he kind of exhales as he sees you all standing there alive and not turned into meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a little bit of sort of smirk or from Ironfold. You get the impression he was not under the impression that you would succeed.
Sounds like he kind of doesn't like us.
But
Destroy him.
We kill him in front of his team.
But yeah, the Dane comes up and shakes Mirok's hand, shakes everybody's hand.
Nice. I get to shake the Dane's hand.
Yeah, he does that. He does that like, he grabs the forearm, that
Like
kind
the Lord
of handshake.
shakes.
He's cautious with the no.
It's okay, I took my anti-vomiting medication today.
It's more surprising that he shakes Bort's hand.
Ooh, good for you, Fort.
I imagine
And-
Bort would say it's a new day for dwarves and orcs.
You're right about
Probably.
Dwarfs and orcs.
And he does this, like he shakes all your hands like one after the other, making his way into the forge. And then he spends some quality time just kind of looking at the anvil and running his hand across it, appreciating the fact that it's back in his possession.
Largo sidles over to Mirok and goes loudly, but not really.
Yeah, just a slowly rising shushing noise.
So after that brief moments of the Dane sort of taking in the fact that it has been returned, he comes back to the group of you and says, actually turns to Bort, says, I think we still have a matter to settle, don't we?
Yeah.
Actually, how long does the communal share language last?
It's like 12 hours.
That sounds right.
Oh, no, it's 12 hours, but then it's split among everyone, so it should be like 4-ish right now.
But
Well,
you
if it's 12
little.
But I cast it during Blessing of Fur. I'm just pulling it up. Share language. One hour equates one creature's touch, but it's 24-hour duration, so it's 24 split among 5 of us. So it's like
Right, but you don't need to give it to Uhtred.
True. Yeah.
So you only have to split it 3 ways, so 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
8-hour split.
All right, so it's still up.
And yeah, no, it would be affected by Blessing of Fur. It's a level 3 spell.
So like, yeah, all of this is being said in Dwarven,
As it should be.
which is why none of the dwarves have a Russian accent.
Cool.
So yeah, he goes to Bort and says, "I believe we still have a matter to settle." Of course, yeah. Indeed, I think we do. And he says, "If you'll come with me, I think we can make that right." And he
Does he weigh Bort
It weighs 230 pounds.
with all his equipment on, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Bort's gonna have to get naked.
He takes the group of you to a room where there is a large scale, like a scale large enough for people to stand on, and he gestures Bort to a side room and hands him a tunic and a pair of pants, which for Bort is going to be a pair of shorts. It's like a long tunic. It's almost like a sleeping pajama tunic for a dwarf, and then a pair of dwarven pants for very wide boy. And these turn into a shirt and a pair of shorts for Bort.
Do you think Bort would try to keister anything just to increase his weight?
What would he try to keister? I absolutely believe he would. But what would he try to do?
What's he gonna keep?
He's got a rate on his inventory that I see here. He's got a rapier, that's not gonna fit. A dagger would fit, that's risky. Thieves' tools would fit. This is metal. He's got 50 feet of silk rope and a water skin.
I mean, if he fills that fucking water skin with water and fucking shoves it up his ass, that would be the heaviest thing.
I think that would be. He's
Give
got an adventure bag too.
give me an intelligence check from Bort.
I mean, you're on board, so dude.
Oh, it's me?
I mean, you almost always play Bort in this thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you're a neutral guy. Okay. Yeah. Intelligence check. He's not the smartest dude, so 9.
9. Yeah, he fills up his water skin and then realizes he shouldn't have filled it up before he tried to insert it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, if I put it in, how am I going to fill it up then?
Leave the spout out.
Right, but then there's the pressure of
He could pour it into his Pathfinder pouch and
Try
then
to
pour the
release.
Pathfinder pouch back into it.
Does he have like some opium to release the constriction before you fill up the? He's just like it isn't working, and he's like already in the dressing room. He's just like fuck it.
in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Then he has to spend like another 5 minutes trying to clean the shit off of his water skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he rolled higher, he would realize the heaviest thing and the smallest size that he has is his gold. He could have shoved like a couple of pounds of gold up his ass.
Oh, of course. The gold. That's the whole point. He would think of that like after he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out in this very nice dwarven attire that, actually looks pretty good on him, even though it's way too small for him, but it's just a different style. And then as he's coming out, he says, "Oh, she's good." None of you know why he says that.
Yeah.
He just had a dagger in his hands.
But he goes over and there's a stairwell up, and he stands on one side of the scale, and the scales are like locked in place.
Mm-hmm.
The Dane goes over and picks up a box, and it's obvious that it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up this box. It's maybe about this big, and he goes over and turns the box over on its side, pulls off, opens the top, and then drops a 23 centimeter cube of solid gold
Damn.
on the scale. and he climbs down and hits the release on the scales, and the cube is heavier than Bort. And
Bort is standing on the platform that is now raised and goes, "Hey, so considering you already took it out of the box, how about a tip?"
Like that.
He says, it's such a finely made cube. I don't want to ruin it for the smith who made such a perfect and lovely thing.
And Bort's kind
Yeah.
It's quite obvious that is what I intended to give you. I'm not going to hack a corner off.
Hey, thanks, man. I feel like that's a cool thing to do, and I'll tell everybody how cool you are.
That is so spot on.
I don't know about that. I think you'd be a little bit. That might be like Bort at 5th level.
Pretty close. If that goes on for a long time, you're behind the king. It's like, stop it.
I think there probably would have been some mention of, I haven't had a lot of kebabs lately. I've been taking it easy. So.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm a little slimmer. I thought maybe you'd let me keep my boots on. Jeez.
But yeah. So, and Bort goes over to the other scale and
Yeah, pick it up.
Uhtred, can you grab that for me? Uhtred just goes over, picks it up with one hand.
And he kind of turns toward Bort kind of turns to the king and is like, "Hey, we got thing. Like, do you need anything?
We're doing Christopher Walken now?
Do you need anything?" I'm trying to do the Bort thing where he talks about like no one is exactly sure what with one of the NPCs,
Like, he's just
but
trying
it's not what
He's trying to rope the king in.
He's trying to like be like, what do you, like maybe we could,
We're good. I can be your guy.
like a
I can
legit.
be your guy.
Maybe you give me a
Look like
legit.
guy.
Well,
I probably stop him from going too much further.
Yeah. Or attendants would.
Not the time.
I don't think the king is the guy who asks for kebabs from.
Not the time.
Time and place sports.
the king is in a pretty good mood, so he's mostly just kind of entertaining the idiosyncrasies of the group.
Cool.
So 23 cubic centimeters of gold.
No, a cube that is 23 centimeters on the side.
Ah, okay. Okay. How much gold is that?
About 12,332.
Are you just making that up, or you actually do some calculating?
Educated guess.
I don't think that that's correct.
I mean, but it sounds like it was close enough to correct that it gave you pause.
I have to know metals for my HVAC, computer programming, and security job.
Huh. Are they also in cubes?
Everything's cubes.
Oh, okay. Pretty cool.
Cube theory.
When you go far enough down, it's all cubism.
Oh, these turtles all the way down.
Good song.
They're shells.
Okay, so 23 centimeters squared is 12,167. Multiplied by the density of gold, which is 19.3, is 234,823.1. And that is the number of grams that the cube weighs. Is that right? Yeah, that seems right. And then that is divided by 1,000. Wait, I feel like that's not right.
Because it's
Damn it,
cube.
Dan. I do math all day. You're gonna make me do more math.
Do math, math boy. We're making your innie talk to your outie.
So it's volume, right?
Yeah.
So volume's cubed, right? Because isn't it like 23 times 23 times 23?
Yeah.
And then that would give you the total volume. And then once you have the total volume,
See, I think what I did was I didn't think about this as kilograms. I thought about it as pounds.
yeah.
12,167 cubic centimeters. Right, and then we've got a 19.3 density, so there's our grams per cubic centimeter. 167. Okay, what is that? 19.3. Yeah, so that's 234,823.1 grams.
Right.
Do we need to get that to pounds?
Well, no, because it's not that. It should be close to Bort's weight in pounds. It's not. It's more than double.
So you're trying to find like a new cube size.
Yeah. New cube. They gotta find a new
I
cube.
think new cube size is Lucy Dacus's new band. She's got going on. It's her,
So,
one of the roadies from Arcade Fire, and there's just a guy who works
30.
People still pay to see it.
Caucus is actually pronounced.
It's actually it's actually 18 centimeters.
Okay. 18 to a side. I hear that, and I accept it as canon, and we'll only refer to her as Lucy Dacus.
There is no need to Google.
Cool. There's me time.
Moosehead is fucking legit.
It's
Yeah.
12,386.5 gold pieces.
12,300.
12,385.6 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it looks like if you want it to equal out, it needs to be 17.5495 centimeters on a side.
But I did say that it weighed more than Bort.
I was looking at Bort's weight to do my calculation.
So it weighs.
Congratulations.
I was so close to the fucking number.
Jake was right.
It weighs 247.73 pounds, which is a little bit more than Bort.
That's how much an 18 centimeter gold cube weighs?
Yes.
It's dense as fuck.
Gold is extremely fucking dense.
That is wild. I gotta get a gold kettlebell.
Well, if you can afford it. Shit is like $2,000 an ounce right now.
Okay. I'll have the tiniest gold kettlebell.
Yeah. Get one made out of osmium. Osmium. That's the densest. Hell.
Huh.
It's easier to get something made out of tungsten, which is closer to osmium. I think osmium is like 32 density, which is like 60% more dense than gold.
The only kettlebell, the most expensive kettlebell I can find is black walnut and stainless steel. It's $850.
That is the douchiest piece of equipment I've ever seen in my life. Looks like it's made by Bose.
I will send this to the group.
There's like a new
Would you fucking
there is a new trend for buying like cubes of tungsten to display on like your desk
Because it's expensive.
because like it's like $1,000 for a 5-inch cube.
put $1,000 in bills on your desk? It does the same thing, and you don't have to explain it.
And
It's
it's
like-
not radioactive. Tungsten's radioactive.
Is it really?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Tungsten?
No, dude, I got tungsten on my finger.
Yeah, no, tungsten is not radioactive, man.
Okay.
Tungsten is the one though, because it is so hard that like if you have it as a wedding band and like you're in an accident, it gets like crimped.
It just shatters. Yeah, it doesn't bend.
It's actually safer than a lot of other metals.
Maybe I'm thinking of another metal. There's one metal I heard where it's like
if it bends, it's gonna cut your finger off. This just kind of breaks away.
Huh.
Yeah, like a titanium one would crimp, and yeah, that has more malleability.
So I'm a welder, right? And tungsten's radioactive, so I just sent you guys a little quick Google just to make you never question me again. It has thorium in it.
Oh.
Well, then it's not
Oh,
tungsten.
thorium is radioactive, not
Thorium
tungsten.
is radioactive.
Yeah.
Tungsten contains thorium.
Tungsten is an element. If
Yeah.
it's pure,
An
I mean,
impure
it's-
tungsten ore.
All right.
Hey, Trevor, if we're gonna throw around what we do for a living, I'm a nuclear engineer. I know radioactive shit.
Thoriated tungsten electrodes contain thorium, a radioactive material that can fucking post.
Right, we didn't say thoriated tungsten. We said tungsten.
Well,
To be
I call a tungsten.
You can make a nuclear reactor powered by thorium. You can. It is totally 100% radioactive. But tungsten, elemental tungsten, just tungsten.
Right, but to your point, you're saying there would be some amount of thorium in his tungsten ring.
No.
Probably not. There's
Okay.
there's thorium in a tungsten electrode that you use for welding.
Okay.
So I was wrong, but also kind of right because I got it from somewhere. So there.
It's a very
Engineer.
heavy element, and it's very likely that
Going around just trusting Google.
thorium, uranium, rubidium, and some other things in it. But yeah, a lot of steel has tungsten in it.
A lot of things have thorium in it too, dude.
I got a C in chemistry, so I'm just watching.
I'm just a tradesman.
We have went down a rabbit hole.
Well, yeah, I love that there's a nuclear engineer fucking on the screen.
I was just waiting to get into the gamma radiation, but
Here we
not
go.
had that
Here we
talk.
go. Shut the hell up, Glenn.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that next time you guys are in town after a couple beers. I'm gonna bring that up.
So I didn't realize that. I thought tungsten had like one, had some radiation to it, but apparently that type of tungsten is used as the electrode for TIG welding. I don't know why you couldn't use pure tungsten. Maybe it's too expensive.
Thorium is cheap, so I could get down with that.
I have a thorium ring.
Yeah,
Shouldn't.
thorium.
Neat.
Thorium reactors are actually much safer than what is it? Uranium. But you can't use a thorium reactor to create refined plutonium for nuclear weapons.
Plutonium's from Pluto.
That is correct.
This is good. This is good. Keep going.
Which
Pluto's
brings
not real.
Which brings up gamma radiation.
You will just die in this
Allegedly.
conversation.
Where'd you get that snack?
Bruce Banner didn't.
Ashton just came by.
God!
You did. You did.
I
You're
saw
always
like
looking
the glimpse of the door, and I was like, we had a spoon. I was like, fuck,
God, you're so oblivious.
I'm so stupid.
Every time. Every Tuesday.
So you are granted your compensation for the recovery.
It's very small but mighty.
That is the most we've ever been given for a single act. We got 10,000 gold from the count. I think that was our last record.
And it's smaller than
Well, you also got 10,000 from the Duchess
For what?
for the
keeping her from getting assassinated.
Oh, okay. That was what? That was fun.
That was our first big nut.
That was our first big nut.
I
Yeah.
believe that was my
This
act.
is your largest cash reward so far. But yeah, I imagine that Uhtred goes over, picks it up in one hand. It's really heavy and very difficult for him to do so, but he does it and tucks it in his bag of holding, making sure that no one knows that he strained even a single muscle for such an effort.
Maybe you went like,
As he pulls from his ale.
Oh, God damn.
Reaches down. It's lighter than I thought it would be.
Sorry.
Everyone doing an Uhtred impression.
They all check out.
Okay. So, with that, the Dane excuses himself and leaves, and Ironfold comes over to you and says, I believe that's all we have for you at the moment. Your assistance is appreciated, but I understand you probably have other business in the city. He turns to Mirok and says, the Dane will speak for you on the when the Grieve Council meets to hear your requests about your family name.
I lean forward, bow stiffly, and say it would be an honor.
Let's go hang out with your dad.
We got to go see Uhtred's father-in-law.
My dad can go. Don't keep my dad out of things. It's his trip too.
Does he want to see that shit show? I mean, if he's into it, that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah, he wants to see that.
All right. Let's squat up and go.
This is gonna be like dwarven cops followed by late night TV.
All right, we got a noise disturbance over here at the Black Flame House. Bad doers. Okay, yeah, I think Ironfold, and we start making our way out and pick up my dad at the court. Yeah, that's where it's saying. And then I look at Uhtred, I'm like, should we go check in on this Nelda? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we definitely should go, see the in-laws.
Do we want to do that? So we want to do that prior to the C-SPAN Dwarf Court situation with Mirok, or do you want to go after Richard? What's up?
He's got some political.
I was gonna say,
weight theories, right? If we could get him on our side here for your dad, that's probably the best way to go forward.
Yeah, we should go first because he does have some slight pull, I believe.
Oh, I see. Einar Blackflame.
I would say though to Uhtred, I think it's pretty imperative here we don't fuck this up though.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'll do the talking.
All right.
Or maybe you just.
I can see Bort just laughing. Sounds great.
Just sharpening his knives.
Okay, yeah, well then that's what we're gonna do.
I will tell the group there is simply no need to bring up any sword talk about his daughter maybe being in there at some point. We don't need to mention it.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. You said it, Eric's like, oh.
Speaking of weapons, maybe we shouldn't take your axe.
What?
Hear me out. I know you're not gonna like that, but it would be a sign of peace.
Mirok, I think equally in that moment would look at Yanni like he was really dumb. And he'd be like,
unless Uhtred, you think you have to have the axe.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, then I guess I'm better than you.
Largo kind of picks up a little bit and he goes, Uhtred, do you find that you use in combat more the butchering axe or the adamantine axe?
Well, I'm pretty sure I don't have my adamantine axe on me, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He only has one on him.
Oh no, he has both.
Which one do you use more?
The butchering.
Largo puts forth that you give your adamantine axe Tuesday.
Kiss my fucking ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah.
All right, I was thinking like a fucking like tribute.
No, it's like Merrick's being like going out like, no, dude, like that's not what he's like. What if you gave it to him? And just fully in dwarven, it's just like, you dumb piece of shit.
No,
no,
I'll give him nothing.
Okay.
yeah. We go over there.
We don't understand.
Weird.
We don't understand, Yanni. We need to just back off. Don't take your axe.
We go.
Give him your axe.
We go over there. We see how things are going, and if Fiznelda says it's cool, we interact. If she says, "Yo, it's still too hot," then we leave. I think that's
I think as Dan has put it before, there's a certain charm to Uhtred that goes amongst the dwarf world.
Oh, Dan's definitely said that.
Yeah, I remember him saying that last session when that
I think that was only for your crazy ass wife, but I could be wrong.
Watch how you speak.
So, who knows where the Black Flame estate is?
Oh, yeah, Largo looked it up.
Murik has never been here before, so he would not. His dad might.
Petrus might.
But
Yeah, Petrus. It's probably near the Ember Heart, but other than that, I have no idea. And those of you that look at him with like a "what the fuck is the Ember Heart?" It's the forge. It's the city forge. He's the overseer.
Let's go to the forge and ask around.
Hey, Largo, couldn't you just talk to Fiznelda with your brain and ask her how to get there?
I cast sending and say, Fiznelda, could you give us detailed directions from the Ember Light? And that is what I say, because that's what your orders. The Ember Light City Forge to your father's estate. We are coming.
Well, that sounds ominous as shit.
That's a fucking bottle.
She responds, I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
My father will be
And I cast sending up. Oh, never mind.
at the Greaves Council. We will see you there.
are they a member of the Reeves? Are they that high up?
Iron Flame is one of the major clans.
Largo casts sending again and says,
You're still down all the spells you were down for.
yes, yeah, totally. This is my second to last third level spell. I say, party.
Third.
Isn't sending third or is it fourth? I have a
Sending is fifth.
fucking
And you have
ring
to,
of it.
you have to use
Oh, well, that's even fucking better.
I have way more fifth level spells.
Yeah, I do. This is all buffs that went into that
But
fight.
it's your shadow application you have to use to cast it.
Makes sense. I remember that now. So I say, party at the estate, ? We have a crew with us.
What the fuck are you talking about? You saying we're coming over to have a party at your place?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like he's joking. Largo's joking. He uses fifth level spells to joke.
He says, "No, Largo. Tell Uhtred I'll see him in a couple of days."
All right, cool. I relay the information to Uhtred's son of Uhtred, Townsend, and I say I tried to suggest a party, and she didn't seem open to that possibility.
When is our audience in front of the council?
It's another 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Well, is there any Stoneball games coming up?
Yeah, I think we go back to the court, we lay low, and maybe play a little stone ball.
Play a pickup game, man.
Oh, hit me with the rock! Oh, it's a rock. It is a rock.
And you hit me with it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it's fun that Largo asked if you wanted to host a party.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Just here.
Well, he doesn't know that I asked that.
Oh, you don't say it? You don't
No.
verbalize it?
No. I think it in my head. But Largo, the way Largo understands this is kind of dumb, and he wastes a lot of the spell because he spells out the punctuation.
Yeah, he enjoys doing that setting spells. Like, aiming them in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah,
Imagine every time Largo, he sends it like a telegram, so he actually says the word stop and lets that count as like one of the words in his sending.
Yeah, so I think of it as like, I've got like an iWatch. So like if I'm driving down the street, I'm like, send a message to Francesco Lopez, and all the punctuation I need to say. So that's
Yes,
the way-
comma. However.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
So yeah, it was the 24th that you were told to wait a week. Today is the 28th. And at this point, it's late in the day. It's probably around 10 o'clock p.m.
Yeah. So like, yeah, we head back to the court and just crash for the night and then lay low and figure out how to chop up a gold cube for the next couple of days.
You can do that, right? You can shape metal.
Hey, you should be better than me. I can warp metal, I can't shape it.
It's like 24 karat gold with a adamant dagger. You could just shave chunks off. I think somebody's got an adamant dagger.
He's got an
I think
adamantine
Bort does.
axe. You can just push it down into it like cheese.
I can rage and have my adamantine butcher axe. But I do have.
You can stretch it like mozzarella.
Yeah.
I think Uhtred's got this one.
I like that moment. I was like, he kind of looked off into the distance.
Glorious.
But yeah, there are no scheduled Stoneball games, and the couple of teams that you're aware of that have been in and out of the court are mainly only talking about doing like some practice and some, like, they don't play games for practice because the games are extremely damaging. So it's all just calisthenics and fundamentals that they practice with before games, and then they only play when they're playing for real.
Do we need a Uhtred workout montage with the crew?
I'm down to run some drills with the teams and
Is
then
it-
challenge them.
yeah.
We will give you 2,000 gold pieces if you win.
What do we get if we win? We just
Nothing. We just fucking get to play Stoneball.
Someone just let us play with them.
Yeah, with magic.
Is there some form of tryouts?
Hey,
Imagining like
everyone's
the
watching.
Invincible, it's like the Eagles
Yeah.
open up for tryouts and we just go for it.
All right, I'm glad I made the team. I will never come back here. Yeah.
It's usually, if you're talking about like the more, the higher up, the professional teams, they scout from like scrimmages amongst, different teams and like the minors, or, different, there's some low tier hobbyists that play, like your father, and they're scouted. The professional teams scout from them and kind of invite them to try out and see how they mesh with the rest of the team.
I'd be down to go find some low, like put together kind of a.
Yeah.
Let's just like put together a game.
Yeah, let's go put together with these hobbies guys. These lower level dudes.
Dan's like, I haven't figured out how I'm going to fucking make a stone ball game happen. So if you could stop.
No. So
Every session we've been in cast, we've been trying to play snowball.
yeah, let's see.
If it's anybody's fault, it's Dan's. He's hyped this up to be something that I'm all about, you know.
He
So.
gave us like a 3-page rule book.
3 pages, huh?
Oh, yeah,
I think it was like 500 words. Sir.
Pages.
Trevor
Might
has
as well have been a
4
thesis.
years.
So we play a game. My dad gets noticed by the pros. Pros are like, who's this guy?
Exactly. Like your dad.
My
Because
dad,
your dad's not even that old because you're like fucking 17.
he would be like middle age.
Yeah, dude, fucking Tom
Like
Brady
mid to late 40s.
just came out of retirement again.
Every time I see a picture of his face suited up to play, my first thought is, I don't know if helmets are getting bigger or his face is just really small, but his face always looks so fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Like his helmet, like I feel like normal people's helmet is around their skull. His feels like it's like up here.
Yeah, he's Littleface from Dick Tracy. I'll send a fucking group to
He has a little. He just looks weird as hell in a helmet.
So what I can only hope will happen as this campaign progresses is that Mirok becomes the less famous of the two. His dad's popularity skyrockets as he becomes a professional stoneballer, and that's it totally overshadows Mirok's ability to bring people from back from the dead and heal them and stuff. It's pro stoneballer. That's what it's all about. That's the slate belt name now.
I like that, yeah, because it's cyclical. It would just return Mirok to where he was at level 1. Just a blind little weak dwarf. Oh, you're Petrus's kid. Fuck off.
Okay, you need 8 people for a stone ball.
All right, let's go get fucking Brick.
Dude, Berg up. We
Berg.
can bring Berg in.
We can
But
bring
we
Berg.
need Berg to watch Brick. I don't like Berg being unsupervised.
That's why we bring Brick as well. And we just fucking like until we win. We're playing with magic. I am going to be a player. Largo wants to play. Because I know that Largo can get hit in the fucking face with a stone and not die.
How many people do we need? And can we convince Gideon to join?
2, 3?
We need 3.
Yeah.
We have 5.
Well, you also have
Sick,
Petrus.
Petrus.
We just
Yeah,
need
6.
2.
We just need 2, dude. Fucking Berg. And Brick is not evil. He's just weird. We
Yeah,
don't
but
leave
that is my point. You don't want to bring the weird guy to the party.
So we leave the weird guy at home. I'm saying you don't need to worry about Brick.
He's
Brick's
Do you think Brick would even want to play
He's a
stone?
blood witch.
like Berg can leave him alone. It's not a big deal.
What were you saying, Glenn?
He's a blood witch. Like, he's a weird dude.
Yeah. Okay, so Berg.
Berg.
I'm trying to think of the cast of characters we know on the way. Just trying to
Hey,
see.
what about that lady who Badger you revived? Maybe she would want to play.
The Holdra? Hell no.
We're
Dude.
buddies now.
What about Fuzznelda?
Fiznelda? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Hey, Fiznelda. I mean,
Do you want to ask her?
Margo can ask her. Hey, so you didn't want us to come over. Do you want to come play ball with us?
Maybe she's good and I don't know about it. I don't know.
What about that dark elf we just got done hanging out with?
I don't think she ever
I'm
wants to talk
thinking
to us.
dwarves. What about the dude who owns the library? I'm forgetting what his name is.
Markov?
He
Yeah,
cannot come here.
Oh yeah, Mark. He has no beard.
Yeah, he's.
What about our
Smollett?
partner?
Fucking Smollett.
Smollett? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna send to Smollett right now. I'm using another 5th level spell slot. And I'll say, Smollett, we're putting together a scratch team for some stone ball. We will pay you well. Do you desire to play with us?
Sure, yeah.
Question
It says, well, this is new. I haven't played Stoneball in decade or so, but I think I could throw the ball maybe a time or two.
And I know where he is, right? He's in the fucking bar.
Yeah.
I immediately teleport there, which is also a 5th level spell, and that is my last 5th level spell of the day.
So you just stay there.
Yeah. So I just roll up. Smollett. Well, tomorrow we're going.
All right.
And I treat him to dinner.
I like where this is going. This is good. Smollett.
Okay. So, all right, then. Is anybody doing anything else before you guys rest for the day?
No, I think I'm good.
I think I'm good.
I am
Those
studying
are
Stoneball as much as I can.
Yeah. So in the morning I'll hit up Bert. Love how Largo's one of the players. Is there a role that's more like, like not near the ball?
Oh, the seeker.
Yeah.
This being the 29th of Yanabon, what's it? Just had it here. Where'd it go? Forcing that game of snowball.
Yeah, because that's how you win snowball.
Yeah.
With hopes.
You said snowball.
This being the 29th of Yanabon, Yanni, you no longer have that luck bonus to dodge. You also no longer have the magical benefit of getting all things from shop owners at half price.
Cool. I'm glad I really took advantage of that.
Never knew about it.
If you had just gone and bought like one kebab, and the guy's like, no, I insist.
And Uhtred, you no longer have a -1 penalty to all of your attacks. You now trust Largo to cast spells on you again.
Fucking God. We're about to play Stoneball.
And you no longer have a 50% penalty on buying things from shop owners.
Oh,
No, you no longer have that.
no, yeah.
I'm trying to think if you bought anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Neither one of them bought anything in the 60 days that they had this. I was waiting for somehow you guys to figure out that Yanni should buy everything at half price and totally, cheese the shit out of it. But
Or conversely, like we go to buy Uhtred the next big, super powerful weapon he needs, and like, oh, that's 40,000 gold pieces. We just swear it off forever.
Johnny would have hated that. Here, go buy this. No, please. Money's a construct. Listen, you're going to do it.
The construct doesn't matter what the says.
all right, so the next morning, Largo.
Yeah. So, I asked Smollett if he trusts me.
Only a little bit.
Will you take my hand and be transported to another place?
Can you speak in Dwarvish, please?
Get to the fucking point.
Okay, in Orcish, as I grab my fucking hand, we're going on a trip, bitch.
Nice.
He chuckles a little bit and he smashes across the face.
Probably take a little bit of damage.
You take 1 point damage.
Well,
And then he like grabs your shoulder.
okay, we teleport to the Cordessi estate,
Okay.
and I go looking for Bird.
Can you just, you'd have to roll a 1 on these, but you do need to roll the,
21 to get to the,
yeah, these are places that you're extremely familiar with, so.
and then 66. So yeah, I arrive at the Cordessi estate, and I go, wait here, because I go to my room, and then I go looking for Bird.
You
We go to my
teleport
room
to
in
your
Cordessi
room
estate.
and then you go to the, okay.
And for some reason, I tell Smollett to wait in my room.
Sure.
You go downstairs and you hear, huh, huh,
Yeah. Okay, that's I'm going towards the sound.
and you go out in the backyard and you see Bird is doing a martial arts class for a bunch of orphans.
Aww.
All
Okay.
these orphans in the backyard going.
Okay. My heart just explodes with joy, and I just go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, as I'm slowly backing up. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I go back up to the to my room and I say, Smollett, the ringer that we're bringing in, his name is Berg. He's occupied at the moment, but make yourself at home, and we'll wait for his little class to finish, and I'll ask him the question that I need to, because we're gonna ask him to play some stone ball with us. And if you want to give any pointers to me, I'm gonna be on the team.
He says, all right. And he just like hops on your bed, leans against the wall, crosses his legs and pulls some like a root or something, starts chewing on it.
All right.
Huh.
And I say, so no pointers then. And then I nod, and I go downstairs and I watch the remainder of the class.
Oh, pointers? Well, you should probably tuck really tight.
Okay.
Keep your knees up close to your chest.
Yeah, I grab a notebook.
I assume for this you're going to be the ball.
No, I'm gonna be a keeper.
Right.
Yep, I'm gonna be a keeper. And then with major image, I turn into like a fucking stone golem that like fills almost the entire room. And then I once again say, I'm going to be a keeper.
All right.
Cool. So and then I shrink down to my size, and I go and watch the game, or watch the martial arts lesson continue.
I think you have like a window that overlooks the backyard in your room.
I open it.
Yeah, because the vampire lady came in through it, I think.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, remember
nice
that?
reminder.
Remember that time that you died, like the first
The first time I
That was
died.
the first
I
time.
think it's been three times that I've died, and 2 diamonds have been needed to be used on me. I think because that third time was breath of life. I don't think it's been 4.
No. Yeah.
It's just 3.
All right, I peer out the window and look.
Okay. So, yeah, he finishes his session with the kids, and you ask him about doing a stoneball game.
I do, and I the words I use are remarkably necessary. I say it is remarkably necessary that you join us.
He has no idea what stoneball is.
And I point at Smollett and I say, this guy knows everything. And then I ask for his hand. And then I turn back to Smollett and I go,
Give me a diplomacy check.
so then he'll hit me again and then grab me. $38.
Okay. He's curious at the least,
Yeah.
so he goes with you.
I appear, third casting.
Stoneball.
I teleport. I want to go back to cast to the court. I got an 8.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just be like, oh, we're trying again.
Imagine like you land somewhere completely dark and chaotic. It's like, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's you're still transporting.
Find me.
You're still
Follow my
in
voice.
transit.
Follow my voice.
We had a brief layover.
Berg and Smollett. Berg's not even a dwarf. He's like a
He's an Ori.
yeah.
Which I have no idea how Ori's and dwarves interact.
Yeah, he should just stand in the middle of the field and refuse to move. Because he's like level 5. He's fucking higher level than me. These fucking guys.
Okay, so you teleport and you as you feel that shunting force and you come to a sudden stop, you're instantly extremely cold and you can start to feel like a wetness seep in for you, like up to your armpits as you realize you are on top of a mountain up to your shoulders in snow.
And I just go, find me and touch me!
I mean, they're right there next to you.
Okay, I cast teleport again.
So you teleported to the top, guys.
Yeah.
Probably some like dwarven watch.
And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like, just touch me! Okay.
Where will you go, Largo? You can take them out.
That is a 10.
Some real Dakuda. We're just having a continental breakfast right now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So.
I just yelling again.
You
I have so many fucking
roll a d20. Roll a d20.
3. Same mountaintop?
No.
You're gonna have someone really bad.
You feel that shunting force.
Mm-hmm.
You reappear. The ground underneath you is loose gravel.
Mm-hmm.
And before you even recognize this, the feeling that the ground's giving way beneath you, your first sense as you land here is this loud, rushing, roaring noise. And then you feel the sort of ground give way and you're sliding down the embankment into the iron flow.
Okay, I'm just yelling. just trying, keep hold!
Make a concentration check.
Alright,
The iron flow is like
we're going to the
It's
It's
forge.
like basically a 45-degree waterfall. It's a sluice down the side of the mountain.
32.
32, okay.
It's like, hold fast to me!
Out of the corner of your eyes, you're beginning to see Berg and Smollett going like,
Alright, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. That is an 86.
okay. All right.
So as I arrive back,
so as all of a sudden Largo appears in the bar in the court with Smollett and Berg, who are both drenched and muddy.
Yeah.
And both of them, their eyes are wide as saucers and just like kind of look down at Largo.
yeah, I just go, thank you for accompanying me and agreeing to join us in this stoneball game. If you'll follow me, let me take you to the rooms we've arranged. And there's running water. And then I look at Mirak and I say,
If you're in the same room as if you're in the same space and you teleport in and I see them in this condition, I would immediately just pick up whatever like food and drink I have. Oh, Smollett, here's a warm ale.
Yeah.
Ah, Berg, here's some oat.
and I'm just prestidigitating.
Ah, looks like you had a trip.
Yeah, I mean, with prestidigitation, you clean them up, you
Yeah.
warm them up, and then they're, some decent food and some ale are better, what do you call it? Ameliorations.
And I mentioned to him, as we're kind of, drinking a little bit of ale, Largo's sipping ale, eat a little bit of the food. He goes, you'll get used to the teleportation spell as time goes on. I'm more used to our group in general.
We can also pay for
They just kind of like both look at each other, shake their heads.
I introduced my dad to these people.
Okay.
I say, Dad, these are my friends. And I asked my dad to explain to Berg the rules of Stoneball. Yeah. So he's at least somewhat versed.
Okay.
That was the worst teleport you've ever done. You've never had a bad.
I've never had a bad one. It was just Largo yelling, hold fast to me!
That's right. Yeah, we have bad teleports to Dakuda. Dakuda's just like, oh shit. All right. Well.
Yeah, Largo maintained confidence and control of the situation.
All right. So, with that, Petra says, well, I'll go down to the mines and see if I can figure out some way of getting everybody together getting another team together for a game. And then he looks at Mirai, he's like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And I tell him, like, don't leave out the fact that one of our players is blind, one of them is a gnome. Just leave it there. I think everything else is a net positive for us, but like those are our two negatives.
I'm just gonna be fucking mirror imaged and invisible and flying.
Yes.
That's going to make you completely useless.
No. I'll be running along telling everybody you're the stone boy.
It's a very, there's a lot of trick plays in Stoneball.
People constantly hiding the 40-pound
Yeah.
boulder.
I'm looking through my spell slots. I'm gonna be useful.
Who's got it? Not that guy with the red face. He seems real calm.
Okay, so about an hour later, Petrus comes back and says, there's a group of miners who'd be willing to do a pickup game for, they want to put some stakes on it just to keep it interesting. 5 gold.
Okay.
And he says, as far as magic goes, you're going to need to keep it to a certain limit.
I will help us and hinder them in ways that they will never comprehend.
Yeah, so is he saying like you can do magic, just don't get caught doing magic?
Well,
Casting
it's-
Dugan's disorder.
this is
That's never happened.
this is not if you do something that is obviously outside the scope of the concept of the game, they're gonna be pissed off
Mhm.
and call it and say that you're cheating.
What's outside the scope of the game?
No flying.
Okay.
Don't turn into something else.
Okay.
If something that makes you more competent as an individual. But yeah, don't turn into a giant. Don't fly.
What about field effects? What about area effects?
I would say if it's something that, what are you talking about? Field effects?
I mean, I'm just thinking like things like silence, right? Like you're in a space, you can't like call, hey, I'm open or anything like that, or wind wall to make it harder to pass a ball through a certain part of the field. That's just what-
No, they're gonna think anything like that is cheating.
Okay, cool.
Keep,
So
keep it
self buffs.
Just dominate all of them.
Yeah, that would be fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're losing, but that would be fun.
I can just make one of them. I can tell a joke. That's not cheating. I can tell a really funny joke. All right, cool. I'll cast a bunch of buffs on you guys, and then I will just try to not get hit by the ball.
So there are several, what do you call it? Positions for stone ball. There's 3 chargers.
Yep.
There's 2 blockers, 2 pitchers, and a goalkeeper.
3 chargers, 2 blockers,
2 pitchers
2 pitchers.
and a goalkeeper.
Who's the one? Largo raises his hand. Who's the one who's least likely to get hit by the stone ball?
Probably one of the pitchers.
Does the pitcher have to throw the stone ball?
No, the pitcher throws the shots.
How much do the shots weigh?
Is it
In this pickup game, they're probably going to be around 6-7 pounds.
Largo will be the goalkeeper. Because I can lift 5 pounds. No, 50. Yeah, 5 pounds.
That means you will be the target of the ball being thrown at all times.
Keyword, they're gonna just don't let them.
Keyword.
I don't like
They're gonna just don't let
All right. So it sounds like the Chargers are our offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can be a charger.
let's put you on the table for a minute. Let's
Okay.
table lock.
Let's figure out everybody else first.
Yeah. I mean, I think our best offensive assets are. I mean, Uhtred's phenomenally strong. My dad is probably the best player here. But Yanni's also crazy fast. Can you carry a ball, Yanni?
I can.
You're strong enough for 40 pounds? Okay. Then I'm inclined, to do a Yanni, Uhtred, Petrus offense.
What position does your dad play?
That's a great question. I would definitely know the answer.
He's usually a blocker.
It's usually a blocker. He plays defense. Okay.
Well, blocker is probably one of the lowest skill requirement positions in the game. But like you said, he's the best stone ball player of your group.
Yeah, so it might be a position switch.
Oh, I can fucking be a pitcher. Yeah. My strength is way better than it used to be because I'm like younger now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can. 23 pounds is a light load for me.
Okay.
So I can conceivably throw 23 pounds up to and including 3 feet in front of me.
Hey, man. You've already
totally
made the
pitch.
sale. Stop
Yeah.
pitching.
Yeah. No, I know. Continue.
But yeah, stop pitching about the pitch.
Okay, yeah.
Before we pitch.
So according to my non-raging strength modifier, like my strength score of 16, a light load is 76 pounds or less. So I should be able to move fine with a 40-pound ball or like a 60-pound ball.
What's Smollett comfortable with?
Well, blocker seems easiest as far as he just
Right.
has to get in the way and keep the team from scoring.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be a charger, and he doesn't really want to be a goalkeeper.
So there's no sort of switching position, right? Like you can't go from charging to blocking or anything like that.
Is you more fun?
Yeah.
To increase my dexterity.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll probably put some
There's no switching once you once you're
I was just I feel like I could play either position, right? Because like combat maneuvers, I could like trip the chargers and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I think we just get in front of
Chargers just yawning and fucking Uhtred. And then Bort will just, Bort's probably gonna end up killing somebody.
We'll talk to him. So water is a pitcher. So what are the pitchers like? Put the ball in play.
One pitcher stands in each ring on their own team's defending side.
Okay.
There are 2 shots in play at any time, which are 6-inch diameter, 16-pound stones. That's in professional. They weigh less in pickup games. Pitchers are allowed to throw the shots at enemy players, but non-pitchers are only allowed to toss or hand off shots to their own pitchers.
Okay, so I probably won't get hit by the ball too much.
So I think maybe Bort would be the other pitcher, right?
That's what I was saying. Board's good at. It just feels dirty, tricky.
Mhm.
Yeah, Board
Yeah.
whipping a ball at people.
Yeah.
And he would
Mirok, I
love-
think you're the goalkeeper.
I think so too. Because I'm big and I'm not big, but like I'm a wall. I don't move a lot.
Right.
And I might be able to do some things magically that could help me out. Okay. So we're having a strong dwarf defense and then an all non-dwarf offense except for Richard.
Right, because I guess Bird our third charger.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Which Berg's also a monk. I don't know if you knew that, Jake.
Yeah, so he can probably move pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uhtred is one of your chargers. You're goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, shit's going down, boys.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait. Smollett said he was going to be a blocker.
Yeah, my dad's also a blocker.
And your dad is also a blocker?
Yep.
So Berg is going to be one of the chargers?
Yep.
Okay.
We got 2 fast wings and then a heavy in the middle.
Might I suggest that we are the Rolling Stones?
But the Beatles are their band.
That's correct. But for the purpose of Stoneball, I think we should be called the Rolling Stones. I already sent the gift to the party chat.
What about the Rolling Stones are red?
Rolling Stones are
Yes! We're so old.
Here.
Yeah, I'm down with Rolling Stones.
Dan, did you plan for us wanting to play Stoneball?
I had I knew that it was something that could happen.
He sounds thrilled.
Yeah, dude. Diplomacy, diplomacy. Yeah, dude, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, shit. Nice.
Okay. So, everyone pay attention.
Stoneball.
Yes.
And by that evening, the entire city of Cass was in flames, with people driven out.
So, the court has 10-foot tall walls. This is actually a good bit larger than a standard stone ball court, but fine.
I'm fine with it.
The boulder is the ball. Let's see. Guess we will just use a black.
We could use an eraser cap if you want to look different.
Oh, you know what? Get a bunch of little rocks over here.
Oh, nice.
This is fucking awesome.
So I'm gonna plane shift the entire team. First move. Just call.
All right. So the boulder is the ball. And this one is going to weigh 40 pounds. Of course, split in half with 2 hockey-sized goals on either end. There are also 2 8-foot pitching rings in the outside middle of either side. One pitcher stands in each ring on their own team's defending side. There are 2 shots in play at any time, which are 6-inch diameter, about 16-pound stones. They're closer to 10 in this game. Pitchers are allowed to throw the shots at enemy players, but non-pitchers are only allowed to toss or hand off shots to their own pitchers. 3 chargers on each team are tasked with moving the boulder into the enemy goal. Players are permitted to charge the enemy goal and enter it physically with the boulder if they can. The goalkeeper wears weighted cleated boots and is aided by 2 blockers. The boulder entering the enemy's team goal scores 1 point. There's a 20-inch hole that is 12 feet above the goal on either side. Putting the boulder in that hole scores 20 points. The game ends when one team concedes defeat or claims victory. Conceding defeat means your team loses the game. Claiming victory is only allowed when one team leads the opposing team by 21 points or more. Most games end when one team concedes defeat. Most teams concede defeat due to injury or fatigue, not scores.
Cool.
It's a game of endurance.
Endurance game. Yeah. Okay.
So we're also going to.
I mean, I think we drive Uhtred right up the fucking like rugby style up the gut, and then we got our fast guys on the wings. So if Uhtred gets mobbed and can't keep going forward, he chucks it back to Berg.
I think the fast guys should be focused on the 20-point goals, and Uhtred should just be focused on like running a train on the goalie.
Yep. Yeah. Like
I should be able to jump and throw it into the top hole fairly easily.
Yeah, you can jump through with it probably.
This is gonna be fucking difficult because these dudes are like fucking stoneball players. We've never played before except for your dad.
Yeah, but they're working class, so we're better.
That's
Wow.
not appropriate.
I mean, I think so. We're doing this because we're incredibly wealthy gods that have descended down to their plane.
Yeah, you're a landlord.
No, we're the bad guys in this 80s
No,
film.
I'm not. I'm taking away from them. I give
were
them. No.
So,
renting
I was.
from your family.
I was.
Which between Bort and Largo, which one wants to start with the shot?
I'm very nervous. I think Bort should start with the shot.
I said you should.
No, Largo, like as soon as he gets in the fucking pitcher circle, he's like, fuck.
He's like more scared than he's ever been in his life.
Yeah. Because he feels, you're counting on him. It's a big deal. And he's looking at Petrus and he's like, fuck.
Okay, so I'm going to try to simplify this. The Chargers, the blockers, pitchers, and the goalkeeper on the other side are all going to have, like, those are going to be their initiatives.
Okay.
So the pitchers will go at the same time, Chargers will go at the same time. The blockers will go at the same time. And you know what? We're going to do the same thing with your team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
And what buff spells are we going to cast?
I mean, if I'm the goalie, anything I have to cast that's touch based doesn't matter anymore now.
Well, it's just buffs going into it.
Buffs going into it, I would cast, the usual morning spells of Tears to Wine, Shadow of Communal, Blessing of the cast in the morning. Blessing of fervor to double it. I would cast Physiomorph on you.
Okay, that
For the
increases.
Dex bonus.
And what's that increase?
Off the top of my head, what would that be? That would be.
It's +2.
Is it Bear's Endurance?
It's a Cat's Grace. 18 +2.
I rarely cast this. Level 2 spell, minutes per level, +4 enhancement bonus to Dex.
Okay.
And then on Uhtred, I would probably go with Bear's Endurance. No, that's Constitution. 1. Strength. That's Bull's Strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's 4 of you. Yanni, I'm gonna have you roll the initiative for the blockers on your team. And otherwise, you guys are gonna roll for the initiative of the position that you're playing.
Sure.
So everybody roll for initiative.
Oh,
Good.
And it's just a number. You're not adding anything to it.
All right.
So Uhtred.
10.
Actually, let's go with let's do this in order.
All right.
So is anyone above a 10?
11.
11?
No.
Okay. So both of the keepers rolled 11s.
Oh, what the fuck are we gonna do with that?
Okay. Above a 5.
Largo rolled a 9.
Margo rolled a 9.
Pitcher's 9.
Uhtred rolled a what?
Uhtred,
10? Uhtred rolled 10. Okay, so Uhtred is the Chargers. Rolled 10. Largo rolled a 9.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Roll life link to me.
And okay. All right. So the ball is sitting in the center of the court. A dwarf yells from outside the court. Go!
Well, okay, so first, I mean, the buffs. We never went through all the buffs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm casting Mage Armor on both me and Yanni. And I'm casting Shield on myself. And then I am casting Heroism on all 3 Crushers? Chargers. So Heroism on all 3 Chargers, and then the regular AC buffs for me and Yanni.
Okay. Realize that Smollett and Petrus are wearing no armor and have no magic items.
Mage Armor on Petrus. So Mage Armor on Petrus. Smollett is just gonna be himself because I'm out of that spell slot. I will cast Moment of Greatness on Smollett, and I look him in the eyes and I say, the most important part is that you believe in yourself.
You know, Moment of Greatness only doubles a morale
Oh yeah, he doesn't have fucking morale.
bonus.
Well, you know.
Wait.
Yeah.
On my end, seeing Largo out of bullets for that slot, I'm gonna cast. Oh geez, I was just looking at it. Shield of Faith on Smollett.
Okay.
So that'll help him out. And then, as I mentioned before, Cat's Grace on Largo through Physiomorph, Bull Strength on Uhtred, so it's a +4 to Uhtred's Strength.
No, he's got a belt.
It's got a belt, doesn't matter. Then I would put it on the 2 monks, so the monks are stronger. And also fast.
Yanni has a belt.
Yeah, his belt.
It would help. It would help Berg. It would help your father, Smollett.
I cast it on Berg, my dad, and Smollett because I have the slots to do that.
And Bork. Bork would also benefit.
And Bork's
Trying to
at
throw a
4.
heavy rock around.
Okay, so that's 4 to make them stronger.
Okay.
And then, oh geez, is it prayer would be the better one other than bless?
Yeah, that would be a luck bonus for 1 round per level.
Yeah. So I would cast that, and I think the emanation would get everyone on our side of the court. 'Cause it's like a 30-foot area effect, right?
Right. It hits everyone who's within 30 feet of each other. No one can be more than 30 feet away from anyone else. So,
Well, I mean, so kind of like say like I cast it on my way to the goal here, or once I went here, that would, yeah, that would work. So, in the central.
well,
place.
is it? I don't know if is it a 30-foot radius or is it, you know, any number of targets, none of which can be more than 30 feet from each other.
But that's at the time of casting, right?
Right.
40 foot. All allies within a 40-foot radius burst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, if you move up to the blocker area and cast it.
Okay, yeah, I do that. We go back to my goal. I think that's good. I don't want to
Yeah.
over buff.
Yeah, it's
Okay. All right.
we get over buff.
So
Like we could say we did because
Mirok, you're first to go.
I am first to go, and could I can only do things like magic wise to myself. Would turning into spirit Mirok be like what I know that's like cheating? Because I'm just taking like better strength, better dex.
I mean, does it have say it has a very specific, you know, visual appearance?
I mean, don't you turn into like a shiny?
Yeah, I'm like
fucking
ghostly, so
beacon of-
I mean, you know, these are minors.
yeah,
If they see you turn into an otherworldly entity, they're going to be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Then in that case, I will hold my action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't see much.
The other keeper plants his feet and kind of readies himself for.
Mirok's just like,
Yeah,
it's like.
yeah. As a bit of flavor, Dan, can I say like the second that guy does that, like that's what Merrick does. That's what his whole action was.
So the other guy is readying an action.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna ready an action that if the ball comes near me to like block, I guess.
Okay. All right. Chargers. I'll start with Uhtred.
Fuck them up.
I guess for my context of the game, I would pick. Is the ball just?
right?
Yeah.
Anyone can pick the ball up right now?
Is it cool for him to pick up the ball?
Like, how does that work? It doesn't say in the rules, I guess.
If the other dude tries to pick up the ball, he just grapples him, I guess.
Like, is there a jump?
You won the initiative. So you reach out and grab it first. Since it's heavy and it's not like picking up a basket or something. It's picking up this boulder. I'm going to say that in and of itself is a move action.
Okay, well, I mean, well, shit. Well, I mean, am I strong enough to pick this thing up and just fucking heave it at the fucking goal?
Even for you, that would be something. Heaving it across the court and into the.
Yeah.
That would be impressive. Beyond. That would be beyond impressive.
So can I do that?
Okay, so you grab the ball and you grab the boulder and you just try to chuck it.
Yeah, like let's test this thing out.
Okay.
Even if he chucks it almost to the goal, they're going to be like, what the fuck?
What is your?
So instead of running with the ball, Uhtred has decided to just chuck it at the goal, hoping to get in.
Cool.
Okay, so give
We're at
me.
class, so we're gonna break the game.
Let's say, give me an attack roll.
like my normal, like what I would normally do?
Roll a d20, add your strength bonus and your base attack bonus.
So he's trying to throw it into this one and run through, or the high one.
No, you don't have to run through it. He's just trying to throw it at the goalie and get it into the goal.
Are you raging?
Just heave it.
I don't know if can I rage and throw? I didn't know if I could. If that would be a move action and then like a.
Raging is a free action, so.
Oh, so yeah, then I'm rage. I'm regular raging.
Okay.
Take a bunch of pots.
So then you roll the d20 and add 25 to it.
It's like, oh, fuck, that guy just threw the ball
The
halfway across the
D20 and
court.
25. All right, that will be. $27.
But you roll a d20, you add 25.
Oh, so that would be 37.
Okay. All right. So.
The goal just like. It's not
Or just lands like 10 feet short.
Yeah.
So that would be a.
Imagine the guy like right in front of him, just like, oh shit.
So Uhtred picks up the ball and then chucks it, and it sails across the court, hits the ground, and rolls. And the other goalkeeper like jumps in front and like just kind of like drops his shoulder and blocks it from going into the. But like everyone else, the Chargers, the blockers, the pitchers, just like.
That was a good opening move.
Yeah, we got a good gauge on them now.
Yeah.
Okay. So Yanni.
Okay, so seeing that, I click my heels together to activate haste, and I just fucking charge, just dead ahead. I'm going for that ball,
Yeah. I was literally
barreling through, like run into him as hard as I can go.
Okay. One of the charger that you ran by and a blocker that you're going to have to run by are both going to. No, it's not that they're not initiative that hasn't come up yet, so they're not. They can't take attacks opportunity. They're not ready. Yeah, you just shoot past these people who are not prepared for this, and you run over, and you are next to the boulder.
This is the type of OP I'm talking about.
So I guess that was a move action. Okay, if I can't do this, totally fine. But can I just ignore the ball and just fucking run over the goalie and just take him absolutely out of the picture? Just run into him, knock him down.
I guess you can make a bull rush attempt.
Yeah, just like straight up bull rush into this guy.
Okay. All right. So you make a bull rush. You didn't take the feet powerful maneuvers, right?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Let me check really quick.
So Yanni takes up the goalie, and then Berg comes in with equal monkish speed, and then she takes the ball and walks through.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I have agile. I don't have powerful.
He gets an attack of opportunity on you because you're not particularly competent in the bull rush maneuver. So he's going to try to trip you as you try to slam into him. And that's going to be like a 21, which is not going to be your combat maneuver defense.
Correct.
So give me your combat maneuver. So roll a d20, add your combat maneuver bonus.
a 30.
30 total? Okay. So, yeah, you slam the goalie through the goal and into the wall behind it. And he takes. Roll a d6 for me, please.
And shit.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. No, he's not dead. You slam him between your shoulder and the wall, and he he like slams against the wall, and again you're getting this like Yanni just moved insanely fast across the field.
So yeah, there's a sense of these guys like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. Berg.
You're just cheating.
I mean, but not
But
really.
not really, and it's
Like,
just I feel
nothing
bad
we've
'cause
currently
there's
done has benefited from our bus except for Ucha throwing that ball.
We're just, we're just like, we want to play Stoneball, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll play a pickup game. And we just,
We're too powerful to have friends.
Yeah.
So Berg gets over there and he picks up the ball, but that's all he's got.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Collapse the defense.
Right. So the enemy chargers. All charge Berg. And two of them are just doing aid another to aid the third one. Okay. And the third one. Charging him and replacing his attack with a disarm attack. And that is a. So the way I'm doing it for them is, yes, they're low level and their base attack bonus is low and everything, but they have proficiency stoneball player, and I'm adding their stoneball skill to all of their.
Yeah.
Makes all the sense.
So he does knock the boulder out of Berg's hands.
Bert, my fucking Stoneball. You wasn't holding it the right way.
Well, that was like a
like-
29 on the disarm attempt, and Berg is level 5.
Yeah.
I am the stone.
But I am the stone.
All right, Smollett and Petrus. Petrus moves up a little closer to the line. Actually, he's going to move all the way up to the line. And Smollett kind of follows suit, not really knowing what he's doing, but well, he's played it before now. But he is taking his
Probably
taking
not
his
played a
direction
game
from
like
Petrus. They're blockers.
Just waiting for Bort to just look at the other pitcher and just be like, yeah.
This one comes over and picks
That
up
guy.
the boulder. And then this one comes over and screams.
Damn. Okay, we might get worked.
Largo and Bort.
All right. Bort he's just like got stone, and he just looks across the field at like the closest pitcher, and he just goes, yeah, and just fucking hucks the stone as hard as he can.
Okay. Give me.
Because we don't know how to play this game, and I feel like it's
Give me,
not.
give me a ranged attack.
So base attack bonus plus dexterity bonus. Yeah. So that's 19. 34.
34. Okay. So
Just beans him. Right in the fucking dome piece.
what did you say? 30?
34.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he does. He chucks it across and he beams the guy. That guy is flat-footed if he wants to sneak attack.
Yeah. So that's how much.
So this guy's just slack-jawed
He,
watching all this
he,
happen.
he beams the other guy, and the other guy's out.
Okay, took out a picture.
8. Yeah.
I mean, the minimum he could do with this is a D4 for the shot.
Yeah.
And then 8 for the 8d6.
Yes,
That's
it's
the minimum he could do.
Yeah.
So 9 is enough to knock this guy out.
And, I mean, non-lethal would be the goal if it's possible.
They're all wearing, everyone has to wear a helmet for
Yes.
this game.
Okay, cool. So we just knock him out. That's fucking awesome. And Largo yells. He first casts telepathic bond, and then in the telepathy says, "Pick up the stone from the guy who just went down, and pass it to one of us."
Yep.
Who is in this telepathic bond? Because it can only be 5 people.
So I guess it would be. Oh man.
You don't need me in it.
Yeah. So these dudes. Yeah. Because I don't think I can reach them. Yeah. I don't even think it's medium range.
All right. The other pitcher picks up his stone and readies an action to throw it.
They're gonna move up this side.
The keeper. Does a 5-foot step and gets out, like out of the goal and back in front of it. And then he's going to try to do a reposition maneuver on Bird. Nice. And he grabs Bird by the arm and throws Bird into the goal behind him.
No, you're in the goalkeep.
All right, Uhtred.
Yeah, all right. Now I will go pick up that stone as my buddy told me to do. For the rock.
This one?
That's how I get 20 points, right? If I throw it through the net.
So I was telling you to go for this one because that's the only one that that's one of the 2 that me and Bort can throw to try to incapacitate the other team. It is not a scoring ball. Scoring stone ball is right there.
So there's only one scoring stone ball.
Yep, and there's 2 whack-a-mole balls.
All right, yeah, I'll throw you Bort back to ball.
Okay.
So you go over here, grab the shot, and throw it back to Bort?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't make you do it. You like just kind of underhand toss it, gets about halfway to Bort, hits the ground, and rolls the rest of the way. Because you don't want to kill Bort.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to kill
Okay, Yanni.
I am going to go the long way around to where nobody can, get an attack on me.
Okay. I mean, you'll have to leave the goalkeeper's threatened space. He'll be able to get an attack on you.
Okay, so would I have gotten one on him when he was doing his whole throwing of Bird?
5-foot step.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Let him try. I'll do that. And I'm trying to go back up around the guy that has the ball.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, he does not. He tries to sweep your leg out, but he is not successful.
Okay.
You go around. You get to the guy who has the boulder.
Cool. I would like to. Is there a way to take it from him, wrestle it away?
You can try a disarm maneuver to drop it to get him to let go of it. But without some special skill abilities, you can't make him drop it and take it.
Okay.
Stunning fist him.
I'm just gonna trip him for now.
Okay.
Trip him for now.
All right. Give
Alright.
me a.
Oh geez, that's an 18 on the die. 41.
You sweep his legs out. He is tripped. Let's see if he holds on to the boulder. No, boulder rolls free. But that is your standard action and your move action. So Berg comes out. This guy's already used his attack of opportunity on Yanni. Comes out and goes over here. The defender blocker tries to trip him as he moves by. Natural 20.
Holy
Berg
shit.
is not having a good time. So Berg is on the ground here. And so that was his move. As standard action, he's going to stand back up. Their charger is, this one picks up the boulder. He hands it off to this guy, who hands it off to this guy. It's a free action. We're going to need to do some fucking work. And I'm going to have to throw that fucking. This guy is. This is my moment.
This is your. I mean, yeah. This is the move. They see a gnome on the left side of it. Let's push there. He doesn't even have a rock.
I'm going to be like, fucking, give me that rock, dude.
Hey, maybe
This is going to make up for all the. And then this guy is going to take a 5-foot step
Oh damn!
just to kind of make sure that Yanni has to go around somebody. Pitchers on your team.
Okay. I request the ball from Bort.
Okay. All right. Bort. Here you go, buddy.
Cool.
Pretty hierarchy.
I obtained the ball.
No, it's more like 5 feet, and then it hits the ground and rolls the rest of the way.
Ah, one of those.
At which point, I try to beam the dude with the ball with it.
Okay.
So, considering the buffs cast upon me, I have a +9 to my ranged attack. All right, 15 on the die. So, we're looking at a 24. Plus 2 action die. All right, 27. And 31.
31. Okay.
Thank you for pointing. I never use my action die because I'm a buff guy.
All right. That does hit him.
Yes.
Roll a d4 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I should.
Negative- -2. Last action die.
Your strength is -2.
Well, my strength is 7. Okay, so that's a 2. So negative. And can I use my last action die?
I don't think you can add an action die to
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Well, nothing.
1.
One minimum of 1. Yeah, so I do 1
So-
damage.
You
Probably more than he fucking expected.
throw, and it kind of like just glances, like it's this big lofty arc, and it just glances off the side of his helmet.
That's cool.
This is my moment. All the people who died because of me. This is my moment. Oh shit.
I mean, I hit him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
What
you're
a
-2
stacks, dude. He's playing the game.
I should have given. Wait, I gave you. Why do you want plus stacks if you're?
Because I'm gonna have to throw shit, and my dex is not good.
But the strength would help you.
Okay. The goalkeeper readies an action to defend. And yeah. That brings us back to Utri.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do this. I would like to. You let me know. I would like to charge over to where the ball is, or the stone, I should say. And as I do that, can I jump in the air and use my groundbreaker technique to like jostle the ball away or the stone.
You need a weapon to break the ground with.
That's why I wasn't sure if I could jump and do it.
I mean, maybe if you had like, metal cleats or something, you could do it. But
Okay. Well, then can I just run into the guy and knock it out of his hand?
okay. So you want to attempt a bull rush or something?
Yeah, knock back, I guess.
Can you strip the ball?
Disarm.
Okay, that'd be a disarm. Okay.
I don't know if I have like like skills.
Yeah, I was just asking Dan if that's a thing in the game.
So the what? The key is to hold on.
I said I'm more of a bull style right now.
Right. The charger next to the one that's got the boulder is going to try to trip you as you push past.
Okay.
And what's your combat maneuver defense?
That is going to be a 37 right now.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. He comes out and tries to kick your shin, and you just like he's like kicking a wall, and his foot gets thrown back as you're just bowling forward. So the other guy is going to try to elbow you in the face. Because you don't have powerful maneuvers, do you?
That would be a feat.
Yeah.
I do not have powerful maneuvers now.
Okay.
I got combat reflex, if that helps.
No.
I have diarrhea.
All right, so yeah, he tries to elbow you in the face as you come up on him, trying to throw you off. Natural 20.
14 days.
So he elbows you in the face. It's a dirty trick maneuver. And you're blinded for 1 round.
Damn.
He just like throws his forearm into your eyes and just like gouges one of your eyes with his elbow. You can still attempt to make your bull rush. You're just going to take a significant penalty.
I will still attempt to make my bull rush as I smile at this sucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I still roll like the same stuff, but just deduct.
It's a combat maneuver, so you're gonna roll the your attack plus your combat maneuver bonus, which is 25.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
It's a good movie.
32.
Okay, that will work, but you are blinded, so he is invisible to you, so you have a 50% miss chance. So you got to roll any die, and you're looking for high. So whatever die you're gonna roll, you got to roll half or better, or better than half.
Right. Okay, let's do one that I don't normally do. I'll do this green one to 100. Or whatever this is. Okay, that is not going to do it. That is a 10.
Oh, okay. Yep. So Uhtred comes charging in, catches an elbow in the face, and then the guy takes a step back, and Uhtred just bowls past him and slams into the wall.
That sucks.
We were playing with the exact amount of skill, but all of the physical ability.
Yanni.
I'm going to make my way to the ball holder.
Okay. So the guy that you tripped on the ground is going to try to grab at your ankles to keep you from getting away. There's a grapple check. Fuck, another natural 20. Ooh, maybe it will.
I don't know if that guarantees success. My CMD is a 42.
It was that's close. Natural 20 bumps up to 30, and between his ability, and then adding the stone ball proficiency. It's 45.
Oof.
Okay, cool. I'm going to flurry on him.
Onto your legs.
I am going to flurry attack that person.
All right, so you turn to leave,
Non-lethal.
and your foot is just like
Yeah. You guys done.
these two thick, meaty dwarven arms wrap around your foot.
Sorry,
Before I swing, I say bad mistake, and then I non-lethal beat him unconscious.
Okay, you do. There's no way you're gonna miss on 6 attacks, and 1 punch
Yeah.
is going to knock this guy unconscious.
Oh, we're starting to feel bad.
Yeah, that's not the way we want to win. It's just beating them all to death.
That's how most of these games are won.
Oh, okay.
All right. Change of strategy, boys. Clear the goal.
We win on.
So yeah, I mean that does end up ending your turn, but that's it. Yeah, and then Berg is
Go get that ball.
Berg is gonna acrobatics through.
I told Billy what's going on.
Oh yeah, you got a text back?
Not
Yeah. He's a father.
yeah, he is. It's late.
Probably yelling at Leo.
And he's going to try to disarm the ball.
Damn it, boy.
You ever played backyard football, that video game?
Yeah, yeah.
You turned the ball over.
Damn, I didn't play it to that degree.
Okay.
I remember like sound bites.
Berg turns into the MVP.
Dude.
Disarms the boulder.
Yeah, I played that game.
All right.
Pablo
Unfortunately-
in all the backyard sports games.
Now
Yeah,
it's
it
the
was
now
his
it's
fault.
the now it's the enemy charger's turn.
No, just like
This guy picks up the boulder and passes it to his friend. And his friend
Oh damn! They just took it from Berg.
Berg disarmed it, so it was on the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
It was his turn
Berg.
next. He picked it up, passed it to his friend,
Gotcha.
and his friend is going to start moving. He gets to there. Smoley hits, ready to action, goes off. He tries to
You turned the ball over.
bull rush the other guy.
He
Ooh,
go. Oh,
that's not gonna do it. That's a natural 6. So he runs in, like shoulders into the other guy. The other guy, maintains his stability
Nice fireball.
Mhm.
and keeps going.
Pitchers are not allowed to move outside the circle.
It's like you're playing chess.
Yeah, Smollett tries to trip him on an attack of opportunity, but does not
There's pieces
succeed.
like
Petrus runs up and tries
Oh,
to disarm the boulder. That's not gonna do it.
Even with his oh no, I didn't get that. No, I did. I gave him a +4 in strength.
Okay,
Fizzy
so
more. Who's Hambort Smollett?
He also has no. He didn't have heroism cast on him.
Oh,
Only the Chargers did.
the dad.
yep, nope, he successfully disarmed the boulder.
That's my dad.
He
your
strips the
fucking
boulder.
dad.
We'll get him.
This guy does a full withdrawal action from Yanni after seeing him just beat the shit out of his.
Yeah, that's gonna be their game now. Stay the fuck away from that guy.
Yeah. Well, really, yeah.
All right.
I didn't realize that all of us are that guy.
Can we enter the pitchers circles? Pitchers can't leave the circles. Can
Right.
they just enter?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone could just walk out and clock a pitcher.
Like, you mean what's right about to happen?
I mean, I just was like, is there anyone on this board safe from Yanni? I was trying to think if the pitchers were safe.
There's no one safe.
You're gonna learn today.
You know, I was hoping I could just combat maneuver my way through this, but I'm learning that the Iron Fist is definitely a little bit more.
Okay, so Largo on board. Anything?
I mean, I just telepathic. I'm like, if you can get that rock back to me, I'll throw it at this guy.
All right. Uhtred, your vision's starting to come back. It's a little bleary, but you can see.
Excellent. I can I. I feel like I can I just pick? Well, I'm just gonna go throw that guy against the wall that has the stone.
No, Petrus took the rock, took the boulder away from the guy. So the stone is free. The boulder's free.
Oh, I'm gonna go get this boulder then.
Okay. So you head over and pick up the boulder as you're trying to pass the other King Charger. He's going to try to trip you, I guess. Nope. And you go over and you pick up the boulder. So that's your move and that's your standard. The enemy chargers, that guy tries to strip the boulder from Uhtred. Nope. This guy picks up the shot and throws it to the other pitcher.
Bird's going down.
And this guy tries to bull rush Bird into the other guy. No, Berg stands strong. And blockers on your team. Petrus tries to trip the enemy charger. Nope. Smollett is going to get over here and screen for Uhtred. And the enemy blockers, this guy comes in and tries to trip Berg. Nope. The other one is unconscious because I skipped Berg and Uhtred. Or Yanni and Berg. Yanni, what are you doing?
Let me move to where I can attack two of the people messing with my friend Monk.
Okay. All right.
Yanni's strategy has changed.
Yeah.
So you're over here. You want to go there?
Right now.
Two that right there. Yeah, I want to attack both the blocker and the charger.
As soon as you're within range, the pitcher throws the shot that he's got in hand at you.
Can I take advantage of my snatch arrows feat?
You may.
God, he's like professional player.
You go pro, man.
Let me look that up. It's been a while since I've used it. I gotta
Roll a d20. Just roll a d20 for me.
All right, that wasn't great. That was a 3.
Okay, yeah, now look it up.
All
If
right.
it was over a 10, I would have just assumed you got it.
Let's see. Benefit you may choose to catch. It just says thrown. Oh wait, maybe I need to look at this feat. The deflect one. This is just.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, if you there's something you gotta do for deflect. If you successfully deflect, you can just grab it.
Talking about like
Must have at least one hand free. Once per round, when you would normally be hit, you may deflect it so that you take no damage from it. And it just says I must be aware of it and not flat-footed.
Okay, so yeah, he chucks this shot put at you, and you just grab it.
I should pummel his friends.
throw it to Larga.
I'm just going to drop it at my. Can I just drop it at my feet as a free action?
I mean, you don't have to put it down.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. with me, and then I'll just.
When you flurry, you don't have to use both of your fists. Your whole body is your weapon. So you can flurry with one hand. You can flurry with your hands and your feet. You can flurry. You can technically flurry headlets.
Okay.
You don't have to. You don't have to use both your hands.
Good to know. All right, I will now attack both of the people
Very
within
good.
range of me. And the first attack is, oh man, I rolled very poorly. A 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And let me get my D10s.
Your AC is probably like 12.
Well, you know, they should have just let us win without trying. It's their fault.
It's their fault they played the game.
So that is 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that'll knock him out.
Cool. Cool. And now I'm going to turn my attention to that one.
Okay.
And that is a better roll.
Okay. You knock him out too.
Cool.
We've got 4 players left.
Yeah, who calls the game if we're all knocked out?
All right. So we're back to. Wait, hold on.
They have 1, 2, 3 players. Oh no, 4. I said 4.
Okay. So we get to Berg, who is going to attempt to acrobatics his way past Charger in front of him. No problem. And he just gets to the other side of the line, waiting to see what he needs to do to help Uhtred. And then we are back to the Chargers. So starting with Uhtred, you have possession of the boulder.
Okay, I'm going to. My screen is set up. I'm going to. I come around and cut down the field.
This is why I want to play Snowball.
Wait, where?
Right. Yep. The other way. Where my,
This way? This way?
Yep.
This way? Okay.
so that got screened off by.
Yeah.
Yep. Around that way, and then straight down.
He does try to get at you. Smoliet's screening you, and he just kind of like Smoliet gets in front of him. He can't do anything.
All right.
So you have a 40-foot move speed,
Yeah.
right? And then you are Blessing of Fervor, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah.
So that is a 70-foot move speed.
Okay. Hold on. Go back for me. Where the rock is? Where you have
Yep.
the rock there?
Yeah, you have it. I'm just not gonna. It doesn't fit on your mini. So
All right, I'm using that so I can tell you where to go.
okay.
From that, go down to so this guy. I forget. Is this Boar or Berg?
Yeah, it's Berg.
Yep. Run past him down.
Like down the line of,
I'm
like
using
down the
my
line.
blockers.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Down to there.
Yep. How much speed or movement do I have left?
You've got another 5 squares, and then you're to your standard action, which you can use more for that.
All right. So 5. So let's go straight out from there, like towards the goal. Yeah. Now with I want to throw the stone again.
Okay. All right, give me another attack.
How much
The
move would he have
strategy
if
is
he
as
used
well.
his move again?
Another 14 squares.
36.
You can just run it through. Richard, you also could run it through with your move action. Just you do what you want to do, but I'm putting that out there.
Oh, I could make it that. I didn't know if I could make it that far or not.
I mean, what do you need to like
Yeah,
make it?
you're good to go.
Past this guy?
All right. He shows what he's gonna do.
Okay.
He checked the boulder.
All right, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So the keeper jumps out in front with a natural 20.
God damn it.
But with the force that Uhtred throws that ball,
Yeah.
he's just taken off his feet and slammed back. Like, he blocks it, but he does not stop it.
Sure.
Oh, hockey style.
And after having been slammed into the backstop by, was it Yanni?
Yep.
Yeah, this knocks him out.
Oh,
And
goes
you
through.
score a point.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's knocked out. So they have
And at that point, the conscious pitcher, defeat. Defeat.
so he won on points too.
Well, no points, it counts. I kind of clap in from the goal, and then I make my way around the field to the downed people, and I pick them up, and I heal them and restore them, and introduce myself and say, we appreciate you playing with us. It was our first time. He's saying like, sorry, if we didn't play it right.
For the most part, they are all, they're like, oh, okay. They think Yanni is a fucking douchebag.
Cool.
Like,
Cool.
it's one thing if like someone grabs you and you try to shove them off. Running across the court and then just beating two people who don't have possession, who aren't
Dick move.
hindering you. It's like you don't run across the football field and drop kick somebody who doesn't have the ball or
Yeah.
do any.
You're the Golden Tate of Stoneball.
You got to call your fouls, man. You got to call your fouls.
Yeah, so I'm going like, hey, forgive the outsiders and some of their play. But yeah, I go around and I heal all these guys and often to buy them a round of beers.
I'm, you go around and you notice that they've got some other, injuries and maladies that you could also kind of fix.
Oh,
I
like
figure you just kind of
chronic.
throw some of the high end
Sure.
spells and leave them better than you found them.
Yeah, it's like Bertram goes home to his wife. He's like, I played Stoneball and he cured my lymphoma.
I mean, one of them is missing a couple fingers.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, there's some, one's blind in one eye, and you just managed to fix a lot of the shit that's wrong with them.
Cool.
It's between some heal spells and some regenerates, you're just
Cool.
okay. So you guys played fucking Stoneball.
We did it!
And I think, according to like the rules and the etiquette of the game, Largo's pretty proud of himself that, he kept it within.
Yeah, I think as far as the rules go, everyone did a fine job. I even think Yanni did a fine job.
Thank you, Uhtred. Thank you.
Just for
Nero's thrilled that the ball never got near him.
yeah.
Yeah, it's with his dad. All right, cool. I heal them all, introduce myself and the rest of us. We have beers, and we all sit like super far away from Yanni.
Fair.
As the longer Mirok spends with his people, the racism sinks back in.
It's not racism if it's a custom, if everyone's doing it. It's just culture. Fucking Berg's really having a great time. He's a rock man in Rocktown.
Bird probably wants to fall.
He's all right. He's
I just perceive him as a nerd.
Yeah.
Like if we left and never took him home, he'd be like, this is fun.
he's curious about some of the food.
Okay.
He gets into some of the root and some of the bland food. And at some point you see him and he's got a pitcher of that like dirty brackish water that you saw was in the suite in the Danes castle, and he's just loving that shit for some reason.
I'm thrilled. I've never seen Berg drink alcohol.
Well, this is thrilling. And it was thrilling.
This is great. I think it's a good, you said it was too big of a field, but I think it's a good sized field. Because it puts the pitchers kind of out of range of each other.
Well, not when
Except for
not when one of the pitchers
Yeah.
is 4.
True, it puts gnomes out of range.
Yeah. Well, I hit the guy.
Yeah, the field is almost twice as big as it's supposed to be.
So it should be like a square, like a true octagon.
I mean, it's in all dimensions.
Uh-huh.
So 4 times as big as it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
We would have just run circles around it if it was that size. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're being as fast as you guys are made the court much smaller. Leading, particularly for you guys. All right, so yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh boy. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, we kill the guys out, give them beer, and then I think we just lay low until the Council agrees. Yeah, I mean, obviously people in town are probably talking about the hot new snowball team.
Totally.
Oh. Hey, boy.
We're gonna get down with a rock. That was cool.
Weren't annihilated due to the rock. It reminded me, like, visually, like, the way I imagine that guy falling is like, when the hobbits are attacking Isengard, one of them just whips a rock at an orc, and he just fucking, like, does, like, a full half rotation.
Oh yeah. From the top of the tree, yep.
Okay, so you guys spend another day at the court, and then on the 30-something?
Yeah, I think it's the 30th of Yanamon. You said it was the 29th, the other things were off?
It was the 24th was when you were told the council will hear your case in a week. So on the 31st. I think it was the 30th that you had the stone ball game.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the 31st, you're notified that it'll be around 3 p.m. Your case will be heard in the circle. And you and Petrus will be there to receive judgment. It's Seneschal Ironfold comes and kind of briefs you on this. It says the rest of the roses are red are welcome to what do you call it, spectate or witness the event, but your guests in the council, you have no voice in the council. You are not dwarves. You do not belong to a clan. Do not speak up. Do not interrupt. You will be ejected if you do so.
Understood.
Ejected.
So at around 2 o'clock, you guys head to the circle. You can hear that there is some, there's some discussion going on there. The dwarves are speaking with each other in loud tones. It's not, it does not appear to be about Mirok. It sounds like they're talking about some sort of civic issue. You're not sure, but you think they said something about sewage.
There you go.
We
And
can fix that.
We can fix that.
What if all of your poop went to another plane of existence?
And then turned to wine.
We did do that, and we made pea beer.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
no, somebody else did. That was Muddler.
Pea beer.
How did he do that?
Might have been Gilva. It was one of the two of you.
Yeah,
You
anyway.
found wastewater in a rundown
I think it was
house that
Gilva. Yeah.
you were squatting
The
in.
squat. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the squat. It was someplace else.
Oh man, you lost the squat. You fucked up. That was a bad time.
All right, so you go in and you're called in, and as you enter, and the rest of the group is gestured over to a viewing box area. A couple of things. There are 18 dwarves seated in the inner circle, but there are 21 chairs.
Mhm.
There is probably around 60 or 70 dwarves in the gallery on the outer circle, the outside of the center space. And you also realize that Thesnelda and Siffy are in a separate viewing box with Thesnelda's brothers, Borin and Corin.
Mhm.
And Uhtred's father is also here.
Well, I mean, and he's sitting at the.
He's sitting in a separate viewing box.
Oh, but so he's not in the Council of Greece, but he's part of the gallery. Okay.
No, he's not in the gallery. He's in a viewing box, like you guys are, like Thesnelda.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Curious, he came by.
He looks uncomfortable and unsure of exactly what he's doing there. He sees you guys walk in, and he kind of like narrows his eyes and kind of stares at Uhtred.
I sense his uneasiness.
Petrus and Mirok, you're directed to go stand sort of at the foot of the dais that the circle is seated at. And
Very important.
a dwarf stands up, and a like a page or attendant or something announces, Reeve Monyor Wraithguard will now bring the petition of the Slate Belt family to be reinstated in Cass. And the dwarf that stood up says, Petrus and Mirok, Slate Belts were once a member of my clan.
And this is who speaking? The Wraithguard?
Monyor Wraithguard.
Okay.
But after the loss of the honored dead in the Reach, you lost your standing, and the Slate Belts were exiled from Cass. Mirok, Slate Belt, took it upon himself to restore the honor of his family, and with the aid of his companions, the Roses Are Red, delved into the Underdwell, into the empire of Thoza itself, and reclaimed the honored dead and brought them back to the final reach. It is my opinion that this restores the Slate Belt honor, and any black mark on their name should be removed.
Damn. Dude, and that's the former fucking clan they were in.
And I get the sense she is speaking as one among equals. She is not like the prime minister of the council.
Right, no. She is the one who's taking this petition on to announce it.
Okay,
She's
cool.
your attorney.
And she says the Council of Greaves has reviewed the petition. What say you, Council? And then
This is huge.
The page starts calling out the different Greaves names. And he starts Dane Jurgen Scale Reaver. And the Dane says support.
What's the third one?
Grieve Hathred Blackbeard, support. Grieve Jekka Steelblade, support. Grieve Arna Coldax, abstain. Grieve Isolda Stonewell, support. Grieve Mirosk Grindhammer, support. Grieve Olin Orsmelt, support.
That's always one at the end of a page.
Grieve Balar Ironfold, support.
Iron, dude.
Yeah, I don't expect that.
Grieve Einar Blackflame, oppose.
Ooh, damn.
Damn, dude. That's your fault, Uhtred.
Grieve Luda Silvershield, support. Custodian Marit Hammersworn, abstain. Grieve Lucar Stonehilt, support. Grieve Polina Blacksoil, support. Grieve Bomer Steelshaft, support. Grieve Ennis Copperscale, support. Grieve Vadim Stonebreaker, support. And Grieve Korog Stonegate, oppose.
The Stone Gates and the Black Flames opposed. Okay. I don't know why the Stone Gates opposed, but I don't know.
What was the Cold Axe and who else abstained?
Cold Axe, Hammer, Sworn. Was that the only two?
I mean, it was overwhelming support. You got 14 supports, 2 abstains, and 2 oppose.
Yeah.
So you're in.
The the Wraithguard Grieve it says, and it is the decision of this council that the Slate Belt clan be reinstated and their full honor restored in the eyes of the circle.
Eh, Uhtred.
And yeah, there is like, like Einar is like, kind of like grumpy in his chair. The Stonegate just kind of like shrug their shoulder and roll their eyes.
Sure.
And Petrus whispers to you, I got bad blood with that one.
Oh, okay.
What'd they whisper?
I've got bad blood with that one.
No. Uhtred takes a giant sip from his cask and just says,
Yeah, he does, man.
And there's, it's no one's clapping, but there's like a hoo, like a little bit of a general, hurrah, like a hoot, but a low guttural one.
We are a proud people. We are noble.
Yeah. It's mostly coming from the gallery. The circle is trying to remain stoic. And then as that starts to die down, the Dane stands up and pounds his fist on the arm of his chair and says, "There is an announcement I would like to make, one that might change the decision of the council. There's a matter that the people of Cass have been unaware of. A hubris of my grandfather.
Damn. Okay. I didn't think sharing that. Yeah, that's wild.
That has left a stain on the Scale Reaver house until just a few days ago. Because of my grandfather's actions, the Iron Shell Forge has been closed off for 2 generations. But it was under the leadership of Mirok Slatebelt and Uhtred Houndson that the Iron Shell Forge was restored by the Company of the Roses Are Red. Something that the Kingdom of Cass was incapable to do for several hundred years. These fine examples came in and accomplished in days.
Technically, 16 seconds.
Yeah. I'm here saying, no one can come in here. There's a spooky egg.
Largo got dead. Oops, I died.
I forgot. Oops. When it's special, I don't remember it.
House Scale Reaver grants favor to the Slate Belt family. Not only because of this action and their generosity and duty to the Dane, but the Roses Are Red are also the reason that the forces of the Ebb and Ruin were turned on the Gastian fields, and a massive orcish horde were decimated.
Mom is gone.
The Roses Are Red are responsible for the routing of and destruction of the city of Lund.
But no, here that's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
And as Grieve Wraithguard has stated, the Roses Are Red have delved into the Underdwell and dealt a blow to our mortal enemies, the Drow of Thoza.
Yeah, I like that we did all this and then, oh, then we just kind of like played a game for a couple of days.
It is for this reason and the understanding, the knowledge that there is yet
Whoa.
Okay.
Right?
one that I would like to invite Uhtred into the Scale Reaver clan
Holy.
as a member of my house.
Okay.
It's impossible to gauge your emotions. Just a silhouette.
No, I know. I'm trying to, but you can't. Yeah, I'm pumped.
There you go. Yeah.
Uhtred the Great Cleave, Uhtred the Slayer of Dragons, has earned the Scale Reaver name. In my house.
Yeah, suck it, Dad.
In lieu of a vote, I only wish to see a raised hand from any who oppose. And he just kind of scans the room. And Einar shifts in his chair for a second. Does
Yeah.
not raise his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Largo starts a chant.
Bruce Harrison.
He says, Uhtred, approach.
I do so.
You're gonna outrank his father-in-law.
He walks up to you and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he pulls the sash off of you. And then he pulls a Scale Reaver emblem, out of the inside of his tunic, and he puts that on your shoulder.
What does their emblem look like again?
It looks like a great sword cleaving through a dragon scale.
Okay.
Largo in the seats.
Yeah.
There's like a dwarven guard who like elbows you.
All right. And you said it's a tunic or a sash?
No, he took a sash off of you.
Right.
This is like a metal pin.
Like a sheriff's badge, but it says you're part of his clan now.
Scary. All right. Yeah.
He said, "Brother, I welcome you to my family."
I am happy to be a part.
And then he gestures you to like step down from the dais.
For I have a few words to say.
You hear the Dane kind of grunt.
No, thank you for this much noble a gesture. For me and Mirok in the roses or red will live forever. Glory!
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, he pats you on the back and like he's patting you, but he's also pushing you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get it.
he knows what he got. He knows the merchandise.
We'll live forever.
No, just bored.
He says, the second motion I wish to propose is that Mirok in his actions and in his merit has surpassed the slate belt name.
Are you about to get a clan?
I'm about to do some
Mirok,
shit.
son of Petrus.
Uh-huh.
Slate belt name is a fine name. It is a name of tradesmen, workers, good dwarves that goes back generations. But it is not suitable, it is not enough for someone who changes the course of history.
Uh-huh.
For you, all of your descendants, and your parents that came before you, you may have a new name, a name of your own making, as your destiny has been your own making.
Dope.
At this, Largo fucking takes off his tunic, so he's shirtless. Fucking stands up on the thing, goes, and just starts whipping it around his head until he gets pulled out of the chamber.
He's grabbed and just you are removed from the.
Tiny, pale, like no nipples, ribs, pot belly.
Largo is removed from the circle.
That's fine.
I love that.
Cool. So yeah, he says this. I can pick my name. Mirok like looks around for a second.
And says Helmson.
We're doing a swap he looks around for a second, and then he looks at his dad. He finds his hand like resting on his hammer that he found in that tomb all that time ago. And he takes his hammer out, and he looks at the Dane. He says, "I am Mirok Dawnhammer. Because it is a new age for dwarves."
Damn. You catch other. Well, you don't, because if you could see as far as you see.
Yeah, that was a little.
You can choose
Or gives like a subtle little fist bump.
Quilers. Yeah.
Dawn Hammer.
Dawnhammer.
Damn.
That's the name of it.
That's wicked.
The Dane says, for the granting of a new name, this is a matter of a vote amongst the Greaves. And at this point, he goes through and all of the Greaves support.
Tight.
Muffle.
Unanimous decision.
Out in the lobby.
there is a little bit of hesitation on Stonegate and Coldax. Both are like,
Yeah.
support.
It's a cooler name than either of their names.
Why do they not like us? Or well, Mira,
It sounds like Stonegate has beef with my dad. I don't know what the deal is with the cold axes, but
is it because they fear me?
they're just dicks. Okay. So this is sorry, what'd you say, Glenn?
I think it's because they fear Uhtred will kill them all.
That is everyone. Everyone has that fear. Okay. If so, like that all happens, there's a simmering. I think Murok would address the Council of Greeks about the status of the anvil.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I thought
Largo's bummed he's out there, man.
Marvin,
God damn, shit's getting real now.
Yeah, no one tell Largo my new name. Just as long as we can go without Largo knowing my new name.
no, didn't you hear it?
Stand up.
But you know that's not my name anymore. Like you heard he's getting a new name. You're like, woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
Just fucking roving.
I was just imagining like Randy Marsh when he gets excited in South Park. That
Awesome.
Yeah, if there is like a pause, Murok would ask for a moment of the grief time. Yeah, because I thought about this. It's either I approach the Cold Axis directly, and that seems like a real Ned Stark move of like, hey, you did a not good thing. And Murok is lawful neutral. There's rules, they have to be followed, good or bad, they have to be followed. And now I'm in this better station and I have information about rules not being followed.
Okay.
I have to do that.
This is fucking huge, man.
I'm gonna get a
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if there's a pause, Murok would, to the Dane, bow his head and say, Dane, Council agrees. This is a moment my family and I have is beyond our wildest dreams. My entire life, I've always wanted to be in the halls of Casp. And it would bring dishonor on Cass after the Danes so humbly shared the failings of his line and the protection of the anvil now made right. For me not to share with this council today that this is not the first anvil I have saved from the failures of clans past.
Damn, dude.
My heart,
When you say that, it's like, whoa, like the gallery is going wild, and the Grease Council are all looking at each other. There are a few whispers.
Because is it like a known thing? Like, okay, the Cold Axes are the only one we haven't seen their anvil.
There are the Cold Axes have not shown anyone their anvil.
Right.
But no one knows for a fact that it's missing.
Yeah.
There are two other anvils that have gone missing.
That's true.
Completely missing.
There's the truly missing one, and then the one from Blood. So as that's happening, Murok would say, in my role as the mayor of Tarnholm, I sought to undo many failings and set the town right, set this dwarven exclave on the right path that would honor Cass. And in restoring the mind to function, my party and I delved and found an abomination, a record of malfeasance, and the anvil of Clan Colax.
Holy fuck, dude. What is?
lived there.
Oh my god.
And now like there's shouting coming from the gallery.
Yeah.
Because
there's like a
the
line.
Greaves Council is is almost entirely silent but Coldax. Arna Coldax stands up and she says, "Liar, what proof have you?"
Okay. Looking at Arna, I make eye contact and I hold my hammer and I say, "I am Murok Dawnhammer," and I sheathe my hammer. And it is a new day for dwarves, and we will shine light on all corruption. And I reach into my bag and I pull out the diary of Clay Coldax. I say, "I hold the records of your ancestor who founded Tarnholm." And I pull out the adamantine hammer and I hold this corruption, which he used to twist the anvil, as evidence.
The Grieve Wraithguard comes up and holds out her hands. At which point Arna begins to like move forward, and a couple of the other dwarves kind of stand in front of her and block her from approaching.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, the gallery is in a complete uproar. The Dane slams his fist, hitting the ground hitting his chair a couple times, and says, "I think that's enough excitement for the evening. Clear the circle. There will be a moot on this and a verification of these claims. But that discussion is for another time, once all information is brought to light and all matters are made clear."
Cool. So is it Grieve Wraithguard like moved over to like take the evidence, or
Grieve Manya Wraithguard has come over and she's requesting
as the guy was clearing out, I give her the diary and I say, "If you don't mind, I would prefer to hold the hammer." Because my concern is it being used.
She says, "Can I see it for just a moment?"
Sure. Yeah.
She looks at it. Her eyes glow. You recognize detect magic. She hands it back to you and says, we will expect a later moment to examine it more thoroughly."
We can make that happen. I have a friend, and I glance at the gallery where Largo should be sitting, who can arrange that. Where Largo was sitting. Not sure he's sitting.
I'm out there. I'm not there.
And at that point, starting like some of the guards are coming around and trying to usher people out, including the group of you.
Sure.
You get outside, and the first thing that happens is this Nelda just runs up and gives Uhtred a big hug and just like starts pelting him with kisses. And she's just like, "Uhtred Scale Reaver, Uhtred Scale Reaver, Uhtred Scale Reaver."
Yes.
Yeah.
And like Siffi's kind of dancing around the two of them. She's, "Siffi Scale Reaver, Siffi Scale Reaver, Siffi Scale Reaver."
Damn.
Bring great honor to our family.
And Uhtred, you feel like a sudden hand squeezing your shoulder. You turn and look over your shoulder, and there your father is. And he looks at you and gives you like a long, hard look. And he says, "I'm proud of you, boy." And he just like walks away.
That's pretty big for him.
That's huge. This is huge.
Yeah, he's a scale reaver. He's in the royal
He's a
house.
hill dwarf. And now he's a scale reaver.
Yeah, his family is a part of the dynastic succession.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. If the other 30 scale reavers die, Uhtred's king.
Oh,
And
God.
that is
Oh,
how
God.
dynastic succession works. Eventually, they all die.
Just keep casting healing spells on Uhtred until he's the
Keep
last one.
on going.
But yeah.
Cool. Are there clans that approach Mirok and his father afterwards? Or are there clans that
Yeah,
are steering clear?
there's a lot of, it's a bunch of people that your father knows
Mhm.
that you have no knowledge of. But there's a significant effort there to congratulate him, congratulate you, to meet Uhtred. You get a lot of questions about what's up with that gnome.
Oh yeah.
I find you as soon as I can and ask you what happened. And if you tell me you told him about the fucking anvil,
Yeah.
I'm like, hold my fucking hand. Because if anyone comes up and tries to fucking stab you in the guts, I'm gonna teleport you away.
Okay. I think you would have heard that. I mean, I feel like Largo loves gossip. I feel like these doors just open up and dwarves
Yeah.
shit out.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find you, and I'm ready to either dimension door or teleport you away and your dad if anything goes on. And I'm like, that was some heavy shit you dropped. Both of you stay fucking near me, grab onto me. And
I think Uhtred feels kind of the same way. And like, do I need to roll? But are there angry people right now? Like, because like 4 people at least didn't really like Mirok or didn't really care, or they voted however.
Yeah, that's cool. Families.
If we're concerned, I can just be like doing sense motives constantly. I mean,
I think we establish a bodyguard around Mirok and his father.
I think we're concerned. Burn caps.
But yeah, I think let's stick around those two. We don't need to make sure that they're okay.
As a former target of assassination, I appreciate your.
I know how it can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
They ended up.
That was what I said to let him do the whole time.
It worked out.
We had some fun fights. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. No, looking around, Uhtred, yeah, give me perception checks.
That's gonna be pretty.
14 and Bort.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything. So
Bort gets a 27.
Kissing babies.
36.
Okay.
38.
So yeah, looking around, you're not seeing any Koldax insignias. The stone hilt, you see a couple stone hilt insignias, but they're just kind of, they don't seem upset. They just don't seem excited either. And actually, a couple of stone hilts do come up and congratulate Uhtred. Just none come anywhere near Mirok or Petrus.
Yeah, that makes sense because Uhtred's not a political liability. Uhtred's a rising ship. They want to be around Uhtred. He's safe. Mirok and Petrus are, if you're seen with them, it could have political implications for your own family.
I am standing touching Petrus's thigh, like right fucking there.
He doesn't want that, but okay.
I'm just.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
He keeps on taking it
I'm
3-inch
right there.
step away.
I'm right there because you can handle getting hit a couple times. He can't.
That's fair.
During all the hubbub, Jacob, you're scanning the crowd, trying to make sure everything's copacetic. Trying to get a read on these dwarves and make you're getting mostly the sense that this is an exciting time. This is something massive has just happened. History is being made, kind of thing. And as you're doing that, you hear a voice in your head.
That's always good.
It says, "Yanni, it's Dakuda. I'm sorry. 30 degrees above the horizon and 20 degrees west of north, there's a green star in the north.
We gotta go.
I just say out
Oh,
loud,
shit.
oh fuck.
Shit.
Oh, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
We're all
That means
going.
his fucking family's gonna get destroyed, right?
It was like what, 1 week, 2
I
weeks?
think 1 week after the star is in the sky.
This is fucking hard.
Oh, thank you, Dakuda. I love you, buddy.
It's not good. Well, shit.
Uhtred looks to Mirok and says, with such a strong name and no offspring to give it to.
Wow.
I immediately just go.
You bled. That's what Largo says as he's pressing against your father like a fucking,
bladder.
like a fucking greyhound.
Dude, blood.
Fuck. Yanni, we're with you.
It's go time, man.
And here I was playing Stoneball like a jackass.
Your family's probably like, oh, look at that star. This is great. We have so many children. So much life.
Oh boy.
Should we have seen if Bort would have told the lady with the journal just to make sure it got to the right place?
With the what?
The journal.
Oh, no, I trust the Wraith Guards. My family was part of their clan, so
Cool.
I trust them. And we've interacted with
No, I mean like so someone didn't like snatch it from them on the way to wherever they were taking it.
Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, we have the info.
Yeah, and it is provable that it's their info, right? And if someone's like, hey, cold axes, where's your anvil? And they're just like,
Well, here's our documents.
Here's the paper that says we have the anvil.
Yeah, I think it would be harder for them to continue that when now there's another clan acting to be like, no, you don't have. And I know you don't.
Dan, how did you think this was gonna go?
I didn't think we'd spend an hour on Stoneball.
Oh, that was your first
Excellent.
Yeah.
one.
Always think the unexpected.
Well, the Stoneball matches go a lot faster if you just beat the other team unconscious.
The other team doesn't want to hang out with
I can't believe Largo hit someone in the head with a fucking rock.
you. You did?
Not very hard or anything, but you did.
Yeah, really far, man.
Yeah.
For 1 point damage. I rolled a 15 on the die. Pretty cool.
That rock hit that person and they were like, this little bitch.
I think they probably just looked straight up and were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it was arc.
It was a hot parabolic coming in.
It was the only way I was going to make it that far.
Dan, so my new clan, we have like a metal pin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of a hammer, like a forge hammer, and then rays of light coming out of it in a semicircle, like a dawn hammer, is what I'm imagining. And then if we put an anvil, we can put an anvil behind it. But right now, we're just doing.
Dude, I'm thinking.
You know, that's very much a family name for a family that exists outside of Cass,
Yeah.
because there are no Dawns in Cass.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was batting around all these names. I was like, oh, I feel like it's got to be like slightly aspirational, slightly positive, because that's kind of miracle vibe, and also a little bit like, yeah, I was thinking of like stars and moons. I was like, they don't fucking see that shit. Yeah. Dawn. Dawn happens, but like a dwarf doesn't really like, see a dawn.
But you know, dawn has other meanings, and I'm thinking fucking team shirts, man. The minimum order at 420 ink is only 12, and you can mix and match any sizes, man. We'll just get fucking dawn.
Maybe some dawn hammer shirts.
Yeah, dude, it's like $12 a shirt, man, for the minimum order. Yeah, dawn hammer shirts. Everyone,
We've
put
had
your sizes
about
in
12
there.
different people play the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and I'll throw in on the other shirts. Everyone text their shirt size to the group chat with your dawn hammer shirts. Yeah, but this way no one will know what it is.
No one knows Rose is on.
Well, text the shirt. Text the fucking your shirt size.
What would you imagine the Rosa Reds emblem is?
I have no fucking idea.
All right. So Yanni, have you actually said anything to anyone about?
Oh yeah, like as soon as that came in, I just like out loud to the group like, fuck, I gotta go home. Like, because I told him what was going to happen, you know, if a green star was sighted.
Okay.
I point at you and I'm like, the last guy who said that in our group never came back. Godric.
Yeah.
So we're coming with you.
I
And I said I can get us anywhere we need to get if you need to come back for certain.
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
Largo, you've never been to Yeldarim. So I don't think. Yeah, but like I don't think I don't know how magic works. I can't like put Yeldarim in his brain hole to get us there.
No, but
Well,
Dan
no, we
explained
can't
this
get
last time. If you know where it's at, you can explain it.
We either need to take a ship or we need to go by road from Intelbin.
Yeah.
I think we got like 15 minutes. We can try to at least get there.
So it's one of the northmost territories, and it's like on the Verdant coast. I don't know if you guys have. I don't think none of us have been up there with. I mean, like in sessions.
We got to go to Entelbin and then get transport from Entelbin. Largo was more talking about like we need to go with you, but Mirok might be required to make some appearances.
Well, I have my dad. My dad's gonna work with me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just make sure he fucking like give him money to hire guards.
Okay.
Largo's concerned about your dad as
I
well.
think that's a bird to save them.
Yeah, ask Berg to stay with him, and then Berg chooses the other guards.
Berg says no. I have to
Train
more
more.
classes with the orphans.
That's true. I don't want to take it over.
We need to hire some guards for your father if he's going to be left around castle.
What about Brick?
No. Brick can't go anywhere near my dad. My dad can't even know I ever talked to Brick.
Who Brick is?
Brick has to stay in bed.
That friend that you don't want any of your family to know about.
There's a deep chance. Yeah. Yeah, I can hire guards. That's no big deal. I mean, I imagine Dan to a certain degree, like some minor families are going to kind of want to glom on and provide service in some capacity.
Wraithguard was very happy to have your family back.
Oh, so we're under Wraithguard again. Okay, got it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh,
If the Dawnhammers want to join the Wraithguard clan, they can rejoin the Wraithguard clan.
so we're currently an
We're a
unaffiliated.
family.
We're a family, okay.
You're a family now.
Yeah. So we're in the gallery.
Oh, cheers, boss.
Okay.
A family with enough members or enough other families supporting them can be a clan.
I think for now you go in with fucking Wraithguard for protection.
But you know that if that was a thing, the Dawnhammer, you would have to be the Grieve. You would have to be the one in charge for anyone to actually come to your banner.
Gotcha.
But your dad didn't do shit. You did stuff.
How do you become a clan then if you have to like be agreed for people to want to come join you?
It's if other families wanted to join under your family in support of your family, then your family could become a clan.
But they don't want to if I'm a family? That's where I'm kind of missing it.
They don't want to be part of your family if you are not in charge of it and present in cast and being the guy.
Me.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You are the hero that has brought this great, notoriety to your name. You
Okay.
can't be like, oh yeah, I'm great. I'm good. So later.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like a.
I gotta go do a bunch of other shit. I ain't gonna be here. I ain't gonna live here. I got a mayor of another town.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I would probably steer my family underneath the Wraith Guards. Which I think if my father's under protection of the Wraith Guards, like
Just,
for the Codex to move against my dad would be a move against the Wraith Guards.
Yeah. but just, be careful. I tell Petrus, be careful.
I mean, it's It's not an official invitation, and there's, they'd have to have like some discussion about it first. But
Yeah.
it's all but assumed that, the Dawn Hammers could join the Wraith Guard clan if they want to.
Cool.
So it's safe to say that Uhtred and Mirok are the strongest dwarves in the world, in your world.
You can think whatever you want to think, man.
I mean, I haven't seen one stronger
Once we
yet.
get to level 20, most likely that will be true.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this session.
Well, there you go. You're a Scale Reaver. You're Uhtred's Scale Reaver.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Uhtred has a lot. I like how you threw that in there, Dan. The Great Cleave, the Dragon Slayer.
Uhtred, shut the fuck up. I gotta go save my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a price.
Uhtred, you're the strongest being I know. I need your help.
Yeah, I'll help you. I have
There we
nothing
go.
else to do.
Gotta go have brunch at my father-in-law Einar's house because he can't turn me away anymore.
Yeah, he didn't come pat me on the back, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you outrank him. Like you're from a more powerful clan now.
Yeah. So you should kiss the ring or bend it to me.
It's not the way it works.
Just having a little fun with my new title.
Still killed his daughter.
He didn't kill his daughter.
Does he know that she died?
Yeah, he
He
knows.
knows you. He knows she died, yeah.
But the reason she's alive is not Mirok, it is Uhtred. Uhtred went and got her.
Uhtred left his daughter in an orphanage so she could get sucked into a fairy tale book.
That's easy.
He really, I'm not gonna lie, in the first half, yeah. I thought Uhtred was. Then he pulled it out.
You did. You made things better.
Uhtred's playing the long game.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Yanni seems to be really impatient about something, guys.
Yeah, let's get the fuck.
Well, we were talking about that. Well, yeah, while you were in the bathroom. We were thinking of teleporting to Intelvin and then taking the road to Yelladrim.
Yeldarim?
Well, you both said it at the same time.
Yeldarim. Did it again.
Yeah, Yeldarim. Okay, cool. Is that the fastest way to go to Intelvin and then take the road, or is it faster to go by ship across Cantor Bay? Antlion Sea?
Ben John Street.
I like when it tells me how to wash my hands better too.
Oh.
Okay, so you're in Cass. Yeldarim is here. It is probably 2 or 3 weeks travel from Entelbin to Yeldarim.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you're from the Podunks.
That's what I do.
So yeah, Tarnholm is here. Kyla to Fallon to Yeldarim would probably still be over a week.
And we've got 2 weeks.
But you said this is
No, 1 week.
So this is 2 to 3 weeks travel. And then
1 week.
Kyla across would still be more than a week.
And I on what? I have a 50-50 to getting somewhere that someone has described to me.
Yeah, let's roll that dice and get there.
I think it's like seen once. I think you have to actually have a first-hand concept of it.
And I can't have him construct me an illusion because it's not that thing that we did with the one lady. Yanni doesn't have that capability.
Can you construct an illusion of for yourself?
Viewed once is the minimum standard.
Can you believe you've viewed it once?
No, I cannot fool myself.
Okay.
Yes, I can actually fool myself.
But I've
But
done that before.
Before, Dakuda used to scry on something and then be able to teleport to it because he's seen it.
Do you have scry this one?
I have a scroll of. No, I don't have scry.
I mean, I think we teleport to
When
Turn.
you had a scroll, you used it.
I think we teleport to turn on. We get Dakuda to scry on Yeldarim with Yanni's description.
And then pay.
And then we pay him and we teleport.
Okay. You guys ready? I mean, we have to like say your goodbyes.
Let's do it now. Later,
Yeah.
family.
Yep, that's about accurate.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big deal. Let's go to turn home right now.
Yeah, I think it's a move.
Especially because like Dakuda's primed.
Okay.
We're gonna roll up into his house. That's where we're going. We're going to Dakuda's house.
Yeah.
Yep. So let me roll this. That is a 9.
I'd say you're past seen casually somewhere in the vicinity of studied carefully.
Okay.
Very familiar. So you're fine.
Okay. We arrive in Dakuda's house.
In front of Dakuda's
In
house.
front of Dakuda's house.
All right, let's
You're
go
not
in.
sure if he's finished lead lining the place.
Right.
I go knock on the door like frantically.
He opens the door and he says, "Oh, I thought you would have gotten here sooner."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. Can you scry on my home?
He points over your shoulder behind you.
Okay, I turn around.
You follow where he's pointing and you can see over the skyline this tiny point of green light in the night sky.
Is this the first time you've seen it?
Tonight is the first time I've seen it.
Okay. Dakuda, can you scry on my home so that Largo can teleport us there?
Do you have anything that might belong to one of your family? I can scry on people. Do you have anything that might belong to one of your family members, particularly any that might not have a very strong will?
God, my little brother is such a shit ass, but I don't think I have anything of his.
You have like a pennant or anything?
Anything that belongs to you that was given to you by them? Anything that has a tenuous attachment?
Jesus, Dan, I don't know. I've got the gear I got when we started.
Yeah, you could probably just make that up. That's how you do.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep. You know what? Maybe I don't know. Maybe my dad gave me the amulet, a mighty fist. That sounds cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
He gave it to you as like a graduation present from the Citadel.
Yep, that checks out.
In South Carolina?
Oh, love the Citadel. Hello, team.
Okay. He takes the amulet and attempts to scry on your father.
Your dad's jerking off.
He's 74. He can't even get it up.
You don't need to get it off to jerk off, man. It's all about you having a good time.
Oh, that's terrible.
He says, "Okay, I've seen him.
Okay.
You look a lot like him."
Oh, thank you.
He says, "Well, it would make more sense if I just teleport you,
Mhm.
and then you can teleport back and take everyone with you,
100%.
because as I understand it, I can only take like 3 people with me.
Yeah.
So he,
Because you're a dweeb.
And I'm
I
gonna
go along
size
on the first go.
I'll be right back.
sure.
tell him that I'm Yanni's best friend.
Oh, where's my shirt? It's in cast.
Tunic. Tunic.
The tunic. Very mature.
What did he get? He got a 1.
Dakuda did? Classic.
Yep, that checks out. That's Dakuda.
As
Yeah.
soon as we end up not in the right place, I just look at Dakuda and I'm like, use every chance you have.
Yeah, just send back Mirak bulldozers lead line hut. I was like, okay.
okay, so you all take 6 points of damage.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, and I reroll on the chart. Okay, that's better. But not good enough.
Fucking no, right? I must study your chamber.
Okay. The magic energy of the teleport feels warped and strained, and you feel your bodies being pulled and torn, and you instead of like the normal like appearing where you're supposed to go, you are thrown out of this, wormhole, space-time transport, and the 3 of you just like goes bouncing off the surface of the Riakallen Strait in the middle of the sea, and you're in the water. All 3 of you.
Yeah, okay.
All 3 of you in the middle of the night, in the middle of the sea.
Okay. How many castings do you have left, Dakuda?
I'll give it another shot.
I like that you're like giving him shit and like just like less
Yeah,
24
like-
hours ago, you're just like, ah!
He floats out of the water, and he's like floating about 5 feet above the water. If you guys could come over, just like grab my feet.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's when a Leviathan appears from the depths.
There's always a bigger fish.
Best goddamn Jedi.
Okay. And you appear in the Fremont estate, in the study, where Yanni, your father, and your mother are playing cards.
Okay, I just like yell out, Dad, a lady told me you're gonna die in a week. A god lady. I'm not handling this well at all.
Hasn't seen him in fucking months.
Is
Just
my
soaking wet with a gnome and an elf.
lady told you gonna die? Rummy.
Dakuda looks at you and is like, all right, you can take me back. And that's where we're going to end the session.
I like that all the time Scott said I could just teleport us over to the Nokiri Empire, and I said, no, you're going to end up in the fucking sea.
It happened.
Time he teleports us across open ocean.